TaNeisha ain't playing no games. All right, it's game week. It's Ravens week. You know what time we on. Let me get okay. Now I got her graphic queued up just right. Now I got just right. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who that is. That's at Really Flawed. That's TaNeisha with the PhD. You know Miss Texas, Miss Colorado, Miss Black and Gold. What's up? The energy is all turned over here. All right, we having a good time. Hopefully you are as well. Shout out to the hairdo. I see you.
Listen, when a girl gets a perm, when a girl gets a perm, your hair will do whatever you want it to do. It's as you remove away from the perm, then it's kind of like, whoa, hope I can put up a pony. Like it just gets rougher and rougher. So now I'm flipping it, twisting it, turning it, whatever it will do, because in 2 weeks, it might not do much of anything, so that's okay.
But look, the people are happy to have you in the building. I'm happy to have you in here. Tom J. said my boo thing. They was waiting on you. He couldn't wait to see you. Jared, he dropped on your emojis. He said, Dr. T in the house. Nice. Come on, man. You know why people get excited for you, James Cook? Dr. T, PhD. All right. Look, man. You know the crowd. We got to make you feel welcome. All right.
Yeah.
I won't say your company, but you no longer company. You've been over here a little bit too much now. You know where the kitchen is. You know the refrigerator. Go and get your drink. You know what chair I'm on, man. Pull up. All right. You know what time it is.
Yeah, just sit down, just jump in. Just jump in. Whatever's happening, you're a part of it. Like you're here. I love that. How are you? Did you do the snow?
Listen, look. You know I got that. I got some stuff cooking. It ain't ready tonight. I'm throwing it out there now, but just know everything is in order. Okay. Hey. I'm excited too. It was a full on. It was a good production. It was a cold process. Shout out the wifey, but it was a cold process. Okay. It was really cold.
So you enlisted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I love this.
But shout out. So yeah. In due time, okay, and hopefully, what I mean in due time, but like next time we here on a live, Joy, you know what I mean? Like that's the goal. All right, that's the goal.
Yeah. Let's talk about these edits you've been dropping. Look, you had a little short.
Inspired me. Come on now.
I'm like this.
I pull up my social media, and boom, I'm like, I know this person. I know her. So then it's like, well, dang, if she's gonna do this, I have to match it. I got to come back with something. I got to. Let me get in the lab real quick. So you know what I mean? I was like, all right, let me just get something out of here. Like I like this part right here, and you know, like I said, you push me though. You be pushing me. So
it's not. I love it. Yeah. I like. There's some moments where I'm like kind of just shifting around, and I'm like, what did he? Let me watch this. Okay. No, I'm so proud. Everything that you do, I'm like, I'm going to continue to comment. Because I'm like, good job. This looks so good.
Well, look, it looks good I appreciate too, you. Okay, I appreciate you. I was nervous. Okay, I be nervous because I looked at yours and I'm like, you make it look just simple. I'm like, how did she do that? I don't know. I'm just all right. We're gonna try to make it look all right. But yeah, you be making it just look easy. Yeah.
I will be honest though. Okay, because
quarterback.
You said kids of all ages. So I here we are.
There it is.
When I looked at it at first in my eyes, it said really flawed experience. And I was like, what kind of experience am I providing on this video? Like, I was like, like, oh crap, what did I say? And so before it even clicked to me, because you know how it goes. Yeah. Sometimes you look and before you look at the whole thing, you just see something. And I was like, oh gosh, what did I say? Like, what is he? And then I was like, oh wait, okay. And so I started to see the logo. So that was good. So I had a moment where I was like, what did I say? And now it's like
no, so it was all good. It was all good. And look, and I'm over here. I was geeking because like I said, I was supposed to be sad because you know we suck, and I know it's all doom and gloom.
Too much laughing,
but I was like, man, I just get so hyped when it's game week. I get so hyped when I'm cutting. I'm watching the tape. I'm looking at Ratburst. I'm looking at us. I'm looking at Ratburst. I'm looking at us. I'm like, oh, I love this. Oh, you know what I mean? So it's like, how do we not do that? But in the midst of all of that, I got to look at the logo. And I'm like, Arthur Moats experience really flawed, or is it really flawed experience? With Arthur Moats, I don't know this shit, but I just kept looking back and forth. So what you were saying, I 100% could understand. I was like, am I really flawed Arthur Moats experience, or is it like Arthur Moats experience with really flawed? Like, I just don't know, but it works. It goes.
Yeah,
it just goes.
well, it's pretty. Yeah, and it fits. Like it fits. Like the way we're kind of using it, it works. So that's why for me, I was like, I wonder if I'm the only person that read it that way, but then I'm kind of I kind of like it because you don't know what's going to happen. So it's kind of like an experience. So
because the Arsenal experience has become really flawed, all right, in a good way. Okay. And really flawed has now gotten a lot of the Arsenal experience. All right. So you can see it's bridging. All right. We got to be together. So yeah.
I am now you. I am now you. I am now you at this point.
Look. We all here together, okay? We here together. I love it. Heck yeah, shout out.
And so
shout out to the squad. Shout out to us.
Yeah, shout out to everything. So kudos to you for your editing and all these videos and things. So if you all are watching these videos, you see these videos, like them, comment on them, because you don't understand how hard it is for this stuff to create. And then when you see it, it's like, it looks so good. And it's like one part of the larger show. And so they just look good. And then the other thing is too, is like, I am just happy. Oh, sorry. I guess I shouldn't be happy because I'm supposed to be miserable.
We're happy, but we're not already happy. But look. We're leaning into it. This is what I said today, right? So I was like, you know what? You got people that aren't happy, and it's fine. Some people are more pessimistic. And you got optimistic people. And you know what? You can't ask a pessimistic person to be optimistic the same way you can't ask an optimistic person to ever be pessimistic. So we're just going to lean into the positivity, lean into who we are as people. And for those that love it, they're going to join it. For those that don't, they're going to find other ways. So they'll complain about it as they continue to watch. But either way, we just going to keep being who the heck we are.
Yes.
We're just excited about the game of football, excited about this Black Bolt
period.
So let's go.
It is football season. The weather's getting colder. Everything's getting chillier. This is it. This is the moment. And so I am so excited. Yeah. This is literally, this is it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is what you do everything for. So you can finish strong, so you can do all the things. And I'm excited. I also think too, this is gonna sound weird, but I like chaos. I think chaos is going to create who you're supposed to be, and it's going to create what it's supposed to be. And you can't have that without chaos, because we've had a season where we were just winning and winning and winning, and people were still calling us frauds and doing all this stuff. And we're winning 9 in a row, 10 in a row. We were still frauds. We were still awful, but we didn't have any chaos because it didn't happen yet. And then when it started to happen, it was so late. It was already into the postseason. This time I feel like we're getting our chaos a little bit earlier. And now it's it's hitting earlier than normal. And I kind of like it. I kind of like that it's people's backs are against the wall. I was on Twitter earlier and Mike Tomlin was talking to Adam Thielen, and people are like, why is he talking to him? And they were laughing. And I was like, oh, I love it. I love this. Everyone's thinking and prodding. I'm like, this is amazing. So I'm excited.
All right, now I gotta ask TaNeisha, because you saw my reaction video. I was in the heart of my workout yesterday, just trying to get my life in order, okay? And my phone started going off. I'm getting texts. Yo, bro, he making moves. They got moves going. People getting cut. People getting brought in. What was your energy when you first saw the Darius Slay scenario? And then we're gonna talk that Adam Thielen scenario, but because that was all just rapid fire out the blue,
So you actually broke the news to me. When I should have been in the gym, you brought it news to me. And I was like, what is he even talking about? And so I watched your video and I was like, oh, wait, this happened. And so then I figured out what was going on. And I was like, oh, okay. It doesn't surprise me. Anytime you're a healthy scratch and you're older, that doesn't really surprise me, because most people just want to play. And they're like, all right, if you're not going to play me, send me somewhere else and I want to play. So that didn't shock me. I think then the flip side, Adam Thielen also didn't surprise me, because in my mind, I'm like, we all know what we need. And we've said this multiple times. If we know what we need, go get it. Period. We know what we need, and we went to go get it. So it didn't surprise me. I'm just more interested to see how they're going to work together and what it's going to look like. And I know you already have a question here that popped up as a super chat, but I also know somebody else.
I wanted you to go off first, though. You get yours off first.
So, and I also know because I'm a true woman of my word. I saw the comment in the comment section on another video, and I was like, if nobody asked the question to you, I was going to ask it, but somebody has already asked it. I think it gives us another option. I think it's going to be interesting to see if people respect that option. That's kind of where I'm at. I will be honest, I didn't watch him play a lot this year because he hasn't really played a lot this year. And I'll actually have to dig to find him to play. But again, I am on team talent. Get talent, put it on the field. Let me see what works. That's kind of where I'm at. So I like it. Again, the Steelers see the same things we see. They're trying.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Hey, Lola, shout out to you, TaNeisha. All right. Shout out to you. First off, the honesty. First off, the passion. Okay. And when you just be so just like, look, if he can help us, that's all I care about. Okay.
Yeah.
Can he help us? I know who that player is. Even if he's not what he once was, I still know him. His name recognition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So surface level, right? And actually, I'll get the Darius Slave part first, and then we're going to tap into Adam Thielen because I do see the super chat that came up. Shout out to you, King Cam. But I agree with you with Darius Slade. Yeah, when it's a healthy scratch, it's a couple of things, man. From my experiences, maybe somebody's disgruntled in terms of that player with their role, and this is the coaches basically saying, "Look, man, chill out. We can do this without you." And after that, usually one of two things happen, right? The player that gets, affairs in order and they get back in line, or they ask for the release. To me, when you see the mutual parting of ways, that's kind of my energy. I'm like, all right, I got you. Y'all won't see an eye to eye. We know we've had things that we've critiqued Darius Slade on from, the stickier level of coverage that we're more accustomed to seeing him provide versus what he was doing this year. We know tackling hasn't ever necessarily been his strong suit throughout his career, but we know in the AFC North at times that can get highlighted as well. Yep. And his availability at times wasn't always the best. And then when you look at the emergence of a James Pierre, you talk about how Brandon Echols has been playing, you look at JPJ, you just feel like, yeah, man, these guys were giving us better options. So to me, I don't hate the move. I'm with you. I wasn't necessarily surprised by it as a whole. I think I was just more so just surprised that it was Darius Slay because of who he is. When we talk a 6-time Pro Bowler, when you're talking about a guy that's a Super Bowl champ, you talk about a guy that has done this thing for a decade plus. Traditionally, those guys, from my experiences, usually are the ones that will lean back into it. But this was one of those ones where when you're talking about outside free agents, this is part of the game. You don't know if they're going to be able to stay locked in when adversity hits. And stylistically, when you want certain things, that player might not respond the same way. We saw that with the pass rusher a couple of years ago as well, right? That was with Melvin Ingram. He was here, gave us a spark, but when the role was about to get diminished, he asked for a release. You let those guys go in that case, right? You would much rather let those guys leave than you force them to stay here, because vets with that type of money that are pissed off, bad for business, 100% bad for business. So I get that part with Darius Slade. Now for Adam Thielen, let's talk him, right? And shout out to you, King Cam. He says, can Adam Thielen help DK with his game? So we're going to talk about all of that. Love the Adam Thielen pickup for a couple of reasons. You spoke on it. TG has spoken on it. Mark has spoken on it. Countless people in the comment section, whether it's live or in the uploads, have talked about it, right? We need a wide receiver. We need a wide receiver to help. I've given you the optimism about some of the smaller receivers and what they're able to do, but you see some of the limitations as well. And we also feel like Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson are still in the proven it stage versus these are sure things, whether we were talking about the Van Jeffersons of the world, the Robert Woods of the world, right? Those type of guys who have come here in the past. Where it's like, we've seen these guys have over 700 yards. We've seen these guys even cross the 1,000-yard threshold before. Right now, we don't feel as confident in Calvin and Roman doing that consistently. Adam Thielen just 2 years ago was a 1,000-yard receiver. Like, when he's been healthy, and that's the big thing with him. We know at this stage, at 35 years old, health is big. I look at what he did this year, 11 games, he played 4 starts. We know the quarterback situation in Minnesota is not the best right now. I'll leave it at that. But a year ago, he had 10 games. He started in 10 games, had 600 yards prior to him getting hurt. That's on pace to be back-to-back 1,000 yards, because in 2023, he did give you 1,000 yards. Played in 17 games, 17 starts. So to me, when I look at him, yes, back end of his career, but you watch the tape from him in Carolina, you watch tape from him in Minnesota even this season. Heck, even in the game versus us, he could still create separation. He could still sit down in zone. To me, he excels in the zone element right now, right? And that's typically what happens as those guys get older. But he still is a good enough player that you have to respect him. If you go out here and you're not following your details, your keys, he knows how to create separation. And my hope, or the reason why I'm excited, is this. He's not dealing with the JJ McCarthy. He's not dealing with the Carson Wentz. He's not dealing with, I forgot the name of the quarterback that threw the 4 picks last week up there in Minnesota. Aaron Rodgers is a different style of quarterback. So to me, I just think that when you pair a veteran receiver that understands route running, understands catching, understands sitting in zones versus man, right? Some of the details that DK Metcalf has still been trying to grasp, even when he was in Seattle, right? We've never looked at DK and said, oh yeah, man, this is the silky smooth he does. It's like, no, that's the muscle. When you get on the ball, it's a problem to deal with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thielen, though, is more of the silky smooth guy. And when you're talking about compliment and DK, that will help him. If you continue to put the two high over there, cool. He will be able to take advantage of some of that on the other side of it. He also, to me, fits with our offense because he's not a one-dimensional dude that you have to force feed either. You can line him up a couple of different places with his size and with his physicality. So to me, I think that not only helps DK, I think it also helps Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson because it's another proven player that they can listen to now that has actually seen it. He's actually done it and hasn't done it necessarily based off of his physical gifts, which is when we look at DK, we're like, bro, you 6'4", you can run 4'2", 4'3", right?
Looks like a superhero.
You know what I mean? Like, not everybody is doing that. But when we talk about, hey, man, this is zone, sit down. This is man, keep running across. Hey, man, this guy's doing this. You need to chop. All right, 1 foot, head fake. This, not. Thielen can give you all of that details because that's how Thielen went from being just a guy to being one of the best at a time in this league. He was one of those guys, right?
Yeah.
In the conversation, kind of like with a Cooper Kupp element. And then it's like, you wonder how his game has continued to age the way it has. Remember, he's 35 now. 2 years ago, he was 33. I told you he was 1,000-yard receiver with 100 catches.
Yeah.
That's how it ages. When you can understand the technique and the details of it, you can get away with it on the back end. So to me, I think those are all the ways that he's going to help DK and that wide receiver room, but more importantly, Aaron Rodgers as well. From my perspective, if he's healthy and if he can stay healthy, because that's the big thing when you start guys getting older. We see it with Darius Slay. You saw it with Pat P. You saw it's like that's the gamble you're playing with. But if you can get a couple out of them, you can get what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is too, and I say this all the time, it's like, I can't be annoyed with you that our offense is stale, and then when you go make an offensive move, I'm annoyed with it. I can't, like, both things can't be true. And so for me, I've been whining about this offense, what seems like forever, and I am, again, I'm willing to see what it's going to look like. And I just like that. I feel like we're trying. And I know that for some people, like, that's not good enough. To me, that's good enough because I feel like I'm seeing the effort. I feel like I'm seeing them seeing how they can put their best foot forward. And that's what I need to see. Because there's sometimes in games where I'm like, are we putting our best foot forward? Like, this looks, what are we doing? Like, this, I hate this offense. Fix the offense. Fix it. And now I'm like, all right, so we got another receiver. So we have another option. So let's see what it looks like. Let's just see what it looks like. But yeah, I mean, and the other cool thing is too, is like, if it's going to fall down, you're going out swinging, right? Like, you're going out with the effort. You're going out with the effort. And that's how I want you to go down. I don't want you to go out and quit and be a whiny little, I won't say a cuss word, but be whiny.
And look, I appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you that. Because we was on the same page. I was like, I know what they are, but
So I'm like, let me be a whiny little, and then, yeah, you know, that's maturity, that's growth, you know.
I see.
So yeah, so I was like, let me correct myself. But anyways, yeah, that's how I felt. And again, like everything, everyone is still going to find a reason to complain and whine it's not good enough. And so if it's not good enough for you, that's fantastic. If it is good enough for you, that's also fantastic. That's where we're at.
Absolutely. Because look, for some people, man, they want Justin Jefferson to be the guy that gets signed. I get it. We all do, right?
Me too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. Promise there's nothing wrong with that. But I forgot. I actually want to give this guy credit too, man. Let me see if I can find you real quick. I might be able to find you. But my man was basically like, yo, this is a Jordy Nelson type of player, right? A Jordy Nelson type of signing. And when you think of Jordy Nelson, think of what he was doing with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. That to me is spot on when you're talking about the Adam Thielen type. Oh, here it is. Tom J. Shout out to you, man. A Jordy Nelson type. Absolutely, man. To me, though, not everybody's going to love that type of receiver, right? Some people want it to be Antonio Brown. Some people want it to be OBJ, right? We talked about that with TG. To me personally, I think that this is of all the potential names that we have been throwing out, that we have been discussing since last show or since this weekend, heck, I didn't even know he was on the radar, right? But that's the beautiful part about, you know, hey, they make a move. Cool. Now we can go here and swoop in. This wasn't an option last week. It is now, though. I like that a lot because I do feel like we need proven guys at that position right now. We've tried to give some of the younger guys chances. We've even, to an extent, with DK being a younger guy, right? He's not a 10-year guy just yet. It's like, man, we're even trying to give him a chance to show that he can pull the group up with his production and leadership. But as a whole, we're still kind of in this, stagnant space. Yeah. So just like you said, man, if we're going to go down, they could go down swinging. Like you said, man, you better not come back with that clip having any bullets in it, all right? I want you to unload every single thing. And if we lose, we lose. If we die, we die. So be it. We'll deal with that then. We go on. Hey, man, kumbaya. We'll all be doing the, was it? That's the military stuff. When the military but you know that.
But isn't that isn't that okay?
Is it called like taps or something like that? You know about it?
Is that when they blow the windpipes?
No, I forgot what it was. It's what they play when they do the tomb joint. Yeah, the little
like when somebody dies.
Yeah, that's like the military thing. They play that joint. It's like I forgot. It's called like taps, something like that. It's like.
I thought they played the windpipes. They don't play the windpipes.
I'm sure they play windpipes too. No, I'm sure they play windpipes too. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Absolutely. Okay. I'm just telling you, I was going off the one that I was singing. That's all I was saying. Yeah, but I'm sure they do. Yeah, that's what it is. Xavier TG. Yeah, I'm playing taps. That's what. Okay. I'm about to say that's what it's called. Taps. I'm about to say yeah.
Okay.
It's called. In fact, any other military moves when somebody died, like Rules of Engagement, I feel like something like that. You know what I mean? Hey, just play that song. All right. It just sounds sad. Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds
what
sad.
You said.
But
what you
that's
said.
What we'll play. Okay. That's what we'll play if it was belly up. But until they go keep swinging, and that's what I'm feeling. So I like it.
He just said you're a musical phenom. Did you play your thing today?
I did not. I did. So they only get that when it's a DraftKings show. Stay tuned next week. All right, it's coming right back. Next week, come right back. Okay, but it's for DraftKings only. Okay, DraftKings. Since I'm so biased to the people, you know I'm biased to DraftKings. So since when I'm biased, I really lean into it. So since they compensate me and make me feel really good about being biased towards them, I try to put on a full show.
You give them your best.
You see the way I talk about Coach Tomlin. You see the way I talk about the Steelers, right? I put on my best. All right. DraftKings the same way. I'm like, DraftKings, y'all been paying really well for a long time. Even before we even deserve some of this money, bro. Y'all was cutting the check. All right. So you know what? You're gonna get the song. You're gonna get a long rendition. Okay. Yeah. You will not forget DraftKings if you're on my channel. That's all I'm saying. Yep.
I love that.
I love that. Big appreciation guy. Yeah, big appreciation. Yeah. That's why we say all the time.
Shame on you for like loving on those things I love on your back.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to turn it back. I forgot. But yeah, I'm big on that. Like, oh, you rock with me? Oh, I'm for sure gonna rock with you. All right. Yep. That's how I go.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Oh, they're called bagpipes, not windpipes. See, that's what I learned today. I knew there were some. I was like, what are they called?
Yeah.
I knew there were pipes. Anyway.
I knew they were pipes. Lord have mercy. All right. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. All right. Shout out to y'all being here. Just shout out to y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure y'all go to @reallyflawed as well. Subscribe on her channel. Like up all her videos over there as well. All right. Because this is what she do. All right. This is what she does. We supposed to be serious, and she brings all the seriousness out. You know this, okay? She brings all the seriousness out.
Wait. No. Okay, hold on. I have to go here. Okay. I was watching one of the shows.
I'm nervous.
And I don't remember what show it was. And you guys were saying, short guys go deep and deep guys go short.
Oh, TG, shout out to my dog. Yep. Yes. That's football. That is for sure football. Short guys go deep and deep guys for sure go short, bro. Yep. That's how it's got to be, man.
I
for sure can't say that. You couldn't say that. If you say that, the show gets shut down. All right. If you would have said that, it wouldn't have been a show for the rest of the day. We would have all been in here just like, I would have just sat like this, TaNeisha. I would have sat like this for the rest of the show. Just
imagine me trying to explain the concept of that. And so I was just watching, and y'all kept saying it, or he kept saying it, and I was just like, really? Like, what is even going on?
TaNeisha, I'm trying to even figure out how you would even start this statement off.
That's why I'm like, so that's why I'm like, let me add this to my notes, and when I'm glad that I remembered today to bring it up, because I'm like, just imagine, like I had to be very careful, and I'm like, but he was like serious. And so I'm just like, oh, okay, well, what a concept. I wonder how I could say that.
And as soon as he said it, I locked in with him. I'm like, I get it. So
you're like, yeah.
The way that happens.
You guys go long. I'm like,
yeah, short guys go deep, deep guys go long. So You see it happen. Actually, Baltimore is a prime example. Isaiah Likely, right? You look at a couple of his big catches. In fact, the catch he had when he fumbled it into the end zone, right? He is what we consider a short guy going deep. Okay, so as the play starts, initially he's running a short route. I think it's like a 5 and in or a stop route, right? As Lamar begins to scramble drill, once the play begins to extend, if you were a guy that ran a deep route to start the play, so say you ran a 30-yard vertical route, man, after 3-4 seconds, hey, bro, you're a deep guy, come back short, right? You got to start coming back to the ball because he's scrambling looking for somebody to throw to. And if you're a short guy, meaning you were, within 7 yards within the line of scrimmage, heck, if he starts scrambling, all the defenders are already there. So now you got to break out. So you got to go deep. So short guys got to go deep. Deep guys got to come back short when that pocket gets broken. And Lamar does a great job of it. He's just been kind of missing a little bit, but that's how he thrives. That's what Josh Allen's been doing with the Khalil Shakirs. And that's what we're trying to compare to our offense, saying that we're not getting that because Rodgers doesn't extend the way that those guys are extended, and our receivers aren't reacting the same way either in terms of deep guys coming back short guys going deep. So you kind of get that issue right there. So typically it's like one or the other has to happen. Either that quarterback has to start being able to create time, or you do the Joe Burrow, right? You're so perfect with your read. You're so fast getting it out. Boom. They can't stop you. Right. That's how it is. Or your receivers got to be able to do that other part. But yeah, so
that explanation makes so much sense because I was like, what are they even talking about? Like, I don't even understand the concepts. Because now I'm thinking about anyways.
Yep.
So yeah, you know what? Thank you for explaining that. I had that on my notes. And I heard you because you guys kept saying it. Like, what are they even saying, and how does that make sense for like my football team that I'm watching on the field play? How does that make sense for the guys on the football field? That was what I was trying to figure out.
That's about right. That's about right for sure. But that's that concept. So yes, it's a concept that, like I said, we will be seeing this weekend.
Yeah. So it's more too about than the quarterback and his ability in the pocket to create the extra time that then creates the scramble drill. Correct. And then that's when the bigger guys have to go. Because they're able to do it, and then that's when don't think of it as bigger guys. When we say big guys, now you think, oh, Darnell Washington. It's not. No, big, it's deep. Yeah, whoever's down the field deep, they're already down there.
Yep. They start working back, and if you're shallow, man, you're putting a foot in the ground and you're rolling out of that thing. And that's why, as a defender, when you're in coverage, that's the hardest part, scramble drill, because now you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And what I mean is this:
complicated because the guys
So I got to run with this dude and follow him when he's running 5 yards here, 2 yards here, stop here. It's not even a natural route. And because the quarterback is just waiting, you can't be right. And then you're guessing, okay, should I come out of coverage to go tackle Lamar before he takes off? But if I come out of coverage to tackle Lamar, he's going to drop it off.
Right.
Then if I don't come out of coverage, he'll pull it. Now, he's been a little iffy of lately, right? We'll talk about that. But you can see, like, that's why the mobile quarterback, or the quarterback that is able to extend, put so much pressure on your defense. And that's why you hear me put so much emphasis on pass rush. Because if your corners can cover for 3.5 to 4 seconds, that's good enough. My guys up front have to win. And that's what I tell TG when me and TG are playing. And it's like, yo, hey, man, what's going on? Hey, bro, I got to make sure the pass rush gets there. If a double move hits you, that's on pass rush. If it's a deep over, that's on pass rush. If it's a 30, 40-yard downfield and it's a 5-step drop, not a quick strike, and it's one of them, that's on pass rush. When it's scrambled you, that quarterback breaks the pocket, and now them guys, DB, no, that is on pass rush.
Interesting. Man. Okay, but that actually makes sense.
So that's why you hear us talk the way that we talk about that type of stuff, just that specifically, because that is the cause and effect of that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense to what you see visually too, because it does kind of look chaotic. Like when it happens, obviously the quarterback is he's in trouble. And so it's like he's in duress. And so we need to try to fix it. And the way to fix it is to kind of cross and confuse and kind of just throw it all. Yeah, but it has to, but I also understand how it has to kind of be like an instinct of like, oh crap, it's time. Like put it into action.
It's practiced also.
Yeah.
So you'll see offenses in practice, they'll run their natural timing routes, right? The natural stuff we're supposed to come out ball on time. And then they have certain plays where it's designed or the quarterback will intentionally hold the ball longer. And everybody knows scramble drill, scramble drill, scramble. You'll hear everybody in practice, scramble drill, scramble drill. And that means on defense, if you're in coverage, you have to plaster. Plaster means, man, I want my boobies on this guy, right? Or I need to have elbow. I need to be able to touch this dude in some capacity, not grab him. And the reason why I say boobies, because I want to be that close to him, right? Because if I'm arm's length, what am I going to do? We get on JPJ for what, right? He's handsy because you're too far away. If I'm elbow, I'm good, right? They'll never call elbow. I can get a quick tug. You see, you catch all the tricks of the trade now, right? So that's that thought process with it. Heck yeah. But you want to plaster. But the hardest thing is those receivers are standing still and they're not going to just stop. So in the red zone, you see it happen a lot more because the field is condensed, right? So it's not as much real estate. Some dudes just doing all crazy stuff. And the flip side for a defender, now you just try to push them dudes out of bounds so you don't got to guard no more. So we all have little things that we can help us out depending on where you're on the field. But that's why mobile quarterbacks or quarterbacks that can extend the play are so tough to deal with because they can make an average receiver look great. Yeah. Average receiver look great if they could just extend because it is so hard to guard a person one-on-one with 53 yards across, 40, 50, 60, 70 yards of field. It's like, bro, what? Hey, man, you see in the combine, even the dudes don't go to the combine, still great athletes. TaNeisha, you see all them Texas dudes all the time, right? You watch them. Me both would agree. Who at any level is just running around with, and they're college kids. Right. Who's running around with them for just 5, 6? It's not happening. Yeah.
No one. Absolutely no one.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That makes sense. Okay. Mm-hmm. I know we need to talk about the Ravens, but I know you have a couple of super chats that might be closer to this topic. So I don't know if you want to hit those first before we.
Look at you over there, quarterback.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You do whatever you want. I'm sorry.
No, this is why I like you because you are a force multiplier as well. You not just look. We ain't just sign you off the street to come join and just be a part of it. No. You're decorating in your own right. You're the 12-year vet. You've already been. You a PhD. You ain't just coming over here just because you're cool. No. She's very qualified. Okay, she's accustomed to leadership roles. Okay, she's used to directing traffic. All right, so nothing wrong with that, TaNeisha. And look,
I was just thinking, I'm like,
okay, I know how to follow you. Every leader has to know how to follow first. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the supers because TaNeisha directed the super, so we going supers. Let's get it, TaNeisha. I ain't tripping. So Xavier TG says, ready to play. Slay. Now, Slay, low key, he do got to be ready to play because he's not unemployed. He got a job. Okay, he has been claimed, and some of us on this channel might have a vested interest in him still due to his new place of employment. So yeah, Slay, we're gonna need you to definitely get that thing going, okay, baby? All right, you gonna look good in that blue and red. Just know that. But yeah, we're gonna need you to get it going, okay? For those who don't know, Darius Slay was claimed the same way Adam Thielen was claimed. Darius Slay was claimed by the Buffalo Bills. Okay, so
it's so funny how we said he was trash, can't play, awful, terrible, ridiculous, never get shot anywhere else. We're the only team that would take him. He ain't worth a quarter. Interesting.
And tell me, there's the team versus the team that ran it for a stadium record.
Interesting.
Maybe they don't know nothing either. I'm with y'all. All right. Xavier TG also says all these receivers just to check down to Kenny G. Man, shoot, Kenny G been balling. What? I know you see. He's probably our most consistent catcher of the football right now, baby. I ain't tripping on Kenny. That's like when they be like, man, all we doing is we just winning because of Boz. Yeah, there ain't no wrong with that either. Shout out to Boz.
Best player on the team.
Hey, look, if Kenny G gonna keep playing the way Kenny G keep playing, we'll play through you, Kenny G. All right, hold it down, and then maybe our receivers will step up. Maybe these tight ends will step up, and then after that, we ain't gotta just check it out to Kenny G. But there Kenny G, compared to how people were perceiving Kenny G when we signed him, compared to what he's been giving us, oh man, shoot, shout out to Kenny G, baby. All right, shout out to Kenny G. But shout out to you, Xavier TG, for even noticing Kenny as well. And that one-handed catch he had, phenomenal.
Masterful.
Phenomenal.
That was when I thought we were gonna win.
I did too, low key. He made like so many people miss. I'm like, bro, this gotta be a dub. Nope. God, dog, boy, TaNeisha, it was 3 dudes.
No, I know. And that's why I'm like, I thought we were gonna win. I was like, this is the moment. We got it. No, we don't.
Yep.
We didn't.
Nope.
That was it.
Pump fake.
No
Kobe.
After that.
Kobe. Yep. We got us. It happens. Yep. It's all good. It's all good. Great. All right. We got King Cam. He says, when will we see MVS Marquez Valdez Scantling? I'll be butchering his name, but it's not an easy name to pronounce over and over and over again. All right. But shout out to Marquez Valdez Scantling and Adam Thielen playing. All right, because I don't want this to be a Mike Williams situation. Appreciate you again, Moats and Dr. T. Much.
Thank you.
Love.
I like being appreciated. Thank you.
Respect. And look, you should be appreciated.
Like
you should feel appreciated.
Okay? I like it.
It's pretty a lot. So shout out to
usually you, okay? It's funny because usually when I read these, they're like Moats, and I'm like, so I like when people throw in my name in there. I'm like, hey,
don't forget me, guys.
Yeah, I remember one time they're like, Moats, I have a question for you. I'm like, I won't answer it. Don't worry. Like, it's so funny.
Look, and I told my time. I told her, look, she's not just here to sit here and just smile, okay? Her job is to contribute, to talk. And look, and tell me that's cute or whatever, but okay, that's what she's here for, okay? Yeah. She ain't here to just agree. No. Look, if we wanted her to do that, I wouldn't have found somebody with a PhD. We'd have found somebody that didn't have a PhD. We'd just be like, hey, Jedi mind
just
tricks.
Smile and nod.
What I say is right. You know what I mean? Yeah. It don't work like that with the PhD. She be over here.
That is so funny. You're never gonna let me live that one down.
Cause you dropped our first panel. I say, bro, we ain't even 3 panels in. Say, God, we ain't even 3 panels in. That's cute. But
the look on your face. You said,
I haven't. Listen, when I tell you I ain't been like I ain't had somebody check me in a minute. I was like, I had to remember that I was on a show because I was like, the last person
it wasn't like that directed at you for real. It was just directed at what you were saying. That's why when people but let's be honest though, that's why when people are in the comment section saying that I am like super positive, I'm under your curse and I'm under your spell, I'm like, did y'all hear what I said the whole show? When I was like, nah, I ain't going for that. Like the whole show, I was like, I don't agree. I think this is ridiculous. Like we suck. I hate this office.
Minutes in. We won't even 5. I was just like,
and I was like, no, I hate it. No. And you're like, no, because see what happened was they were trying to do this, and I was like, that's cute and all, but that ain't it.
Listen, the stove was hot, fellas. Yeah. Okay, I should have checked the temperature first. I put my hand on the stove and I was like, all right. So yeah, I'm a little bit more cautious around the stove. Where I'm just like, yo, is it on? Are you sure? Is it off? Or is it on? I'm just all right. Just figure out that every time.
That's why it's always funny when people are like, y'all are just so positive, shoot stickers. I'm like, oh, y'all don't hear what I be saying. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay, y'all can't hear me yet. Got it.
It's a lot of positivity, but it's. Shoot, I'm like, God,
I'm gonna sneak it in there. Yeah, you just gotta be paying attention.
It's crazy, yo. I thought we was friends. This is rough, man. Jeez.
Yeah, you were like, oh, okay, well, okay. Well, here she goes.
I learned. I'm adaptable. I adapt. I'm good. So here we are.
Oh my God, the best episode. That's what you should have clipped. Like you should have clipped me in the moment. You saying whatever and me being like, yeah, that's cute and all, but we are not good.
Face and everything. I'm just all right.
We are no, this offense is not good. I don't care what you say. This offense is not good. Stop trying to make it sound good. Anyways, oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
So I like it. But that's the beauty of the show, man. That's the beauty of the collab, and that's what y'all gonna continue to get more of. So you already know the drill, man. Keep rocking with us. All right, keep rocking with us. But King Cam says, oh, that's right. I already read this. All right, I already read this. So when will we see them play together? I'm not sure on MVS, largely due to the fact that he wasn't on a roster prior to us picking him up. So I look at that situation similar to what we talked about with Buffalo and Gabe Davis, right? They signed him and it took him a couple of weeks for him to get an opportunity. Asante Samuel, same way. Asante Samuel Jr., right? Signed him a couple of weeks. Darius Slay, healthy scratch. That was how, Asante got the helmet. Thielen is very different because Thielen has been on an active roster. Thielen's played in, like I said, was that 11 games already this season. He just played, I think his last game was the 23rd of November. So when you're talking about game shape, you're talking about a guy that has already been through a training camp, a guy that has already been accustomed to having the pads, the workload of a practice week, and then showing up in the game. You're not worried about him having soft tissue injuries. And that's why guys like MVS or guys that you typically would sign off of the street, you're not throwing them out there right away because they physically got to make sure that they're up to speed and mentally. Otherwise, you're going to put him out there and he'll play great for a quarter and he's going to blow his hamstring out, or he's going to tear his hip flex off the bone, right? Or he's going to tear a quad. blow a calf out, Achilles. These are all things that you're not coming back from, right? Especially at 35. So, you know what I mean? So that's the thing where it's like you just have to be careful with any of these players that haven't been actively playing. But with Thielen, because he's been actively playing, I would anticipate Thielen, us seeing him soon. My hope is that we could see him maybe this weekend because, like I said, he is physically in shape. The conversation is more so, do you understand the checks that we're going to have, certain route combinations because of the blitzing element? And that's the scary part with receivers, right? Especially guys that can play in that slot. If you don't know the hot checks consistently, when they blitz in Baltimore will blitz a corner, they'll blitz the outside corner, they'll blitz the slot. They don't care. It'll be Marlon Humphrey, it'll be Kyle Hamilton, they'll blitz any of them dudes, right? So if you're not on the same page as Rodgers when that blitz happens and you don't turn around for the hot, Rodgers getting hit in the face. And that's the scary part. That was part of why Roman Wilson last year didn't get the helmet right away, right? It was like, oh, he's healthy. He's like, hey, bro. No. You don't just throw that out there, man, because that'll get somebody hurt, man. So those are some of the things for Thielen that, you know, depending on when he got here, I'm anticipating he got here sometime last night, already had the playbook talking about it, or at least getting that ball rolling. He should have a full week of practice. I would anticipate us potentially seeing him this weekend. MVS, I'm still up in the air just because I don't know where he was health-wise when we signed him. So that's my only thing. But I think we're got to be getting close to seeing MVS. If he's healthy, we got to be getting close to him because this is what, 3 weeks now he's been here? I'm like,
I'll continue to say, they want to win just like more than we want them to win. So like, if he can play, he'll be out there. Like, I don't see somebody being like, oh, he's healthy and he can help us. Sit over here, young guy. Sit over here. Like, that's no.
Yep. We are on the same page with that one. Absolutely. All right. Shout out to King Cam. Let's get these next couple. And then after that, we start talking this game. Tyler from the 334 all the way in Montgomery, Alabama. Shout out to you as well. All right. Says, part of me feels like our struggles are football justice for strong arming Ben Roethlisberger into retirement. Imagine how 7 could have cooked with George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and Pat Fryer. Man, shout out. I ain't messing with you. I ain't doing that. I am not messing with you. Nope, I am not messing with you at all. Leave me alone. I am staying out of this. Cause see, I have a history of a show that I used to do with a person that, you know, has strong opinions about that guy. All right. Shout out to 7. That was my teammate. So it's like, yo, I'm good. Okay. But yeah, I believe that went out of there. Okay. I believe that went out of there. So yeah. Would you like to take that one? I'm just leave that alone. I'm team 7, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't messing with that one.
I agree.
Yeah. Boy said GP was recent. I like it. Shout out, man. Let's go. AJ Martinez. Nope, I ain't messing with you. I am not messing with you. Shout out to you, Tyler, though. I ain't messing with y'all. I'm scarred. Okay. I have PTSD when it comes to my dog 7. Okay. And just in YouTube form. Okay. I have PTSD. So leave me alone. All right. That's my dog. I ain't touching it. Nope. AJ Martinez says 18. Will Howard is the only QB that can truly run the college type of offense. See, you messing. Stop. You gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop. We locked there. All right, we're here on the AJ Martinez. We were pushing forward with AJ.
Yeah, now we're talking about Will Howard.
Yeah, we're on the Will Howard. Okay, you see how I just was here and it was.
No, let me get my chapstick. Let me.
Yep. You know the drill. Chapstick or just something to drink. All right, if it's not something that you can say, just. All right, yeah, that's the vibe. That's what you do. Okay, all right. You picking up what I put down. Okay, you picking up what I put down. AJ Martinez, though, he says Will Howard is the only QB that can truly run the college type of offense. Aaron Rodgers was great, but he's a sitting duck. I agree. I agree with TG on speed, but we don't have it. 24-10. He's calling the Steelers getting a dub this week. Hello. I like what you're putting out there. All right, let's go. What they say? 1, 2, 3, release. All right, yeah. Shout out to you, baby. Shout out to you. But what I'll say is this though. Well, Howard, he can't run the college style offense. He got that size on him. They got a little Josh Allen, Big Ben-esque frame. I just don't think Arthur Smith is necessarily running that offense for us right now. He's more so going with, have you play action, QB under center, pro style, just a little bit different. So That's kind of why I would pause on Will Howard right now. But at the same time, it's like I get the optimism, and because you haven't seen him just yet. But my other hesitancy is this: we have never seen Will Howard in an NFL game, not even in preseason, right? Remember, hand missed all of it, and that was the part where we were like, "Yo, this sucks," but I don't want his first action to be first the Baltimore Ravens, man. Week 14. We both 6-6 versus the division. That like I'm a Will Howard fan. I've talked to Will Howard. I'm like, yo, Will, you look good. Like, keep it going, keep developing. Your time's coming. Like, I'm a big supporter of Will, but I'm just like, I personally don't want his first start to be that because I remember when Kenny Pickett's first start was against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo on the road, and we remember how that turned out. It was just like, bro, y'all set people up for the bad trajectory. That's your first one. You're like, God, bro, what? So that's why I'm just kind of like, I personally want to pump the brakes on it. If it gets, it could be there. Let's see, we 6-6. It could get to there in 4 games. We get that 4th loss, throw him off there.
Yeah. If that's the case, then let him go.
If you lose the next 3 in a row, throw him out there.
Yeah.
The next 3 in a row had you at 6-9, and we know what that is, man. You are praying and hoping for everything, and you're wasting your time, right?
Right.
So if it gets to that, man, absolutely throw Will Howard out there. Let's see what you have in the young fella. But right now, while you still in this thing, while you still in the muck, oh baby, no, don't throw that man out there.
We have no idea what he's gonna look like. We have no clue.
Absolutely. And then, of course, my dog AJ Martinez, one final time from deep from the 3. Long live the 7. He could be playing now, is what he said. Shout out to AJ. Look, man, hey, you think about it, man. Aaron Rodgers still playing right now. Some people think that 7 could still be doing it, man. Shout out. Hey, the only way to find out is to find out. You know how that is. All right. It's the only way to find out. But you know, I'm team 7, man. I ain't getting I don't want no problems. All right. I got PTSD on this channel. Y'all know how I feel about that. PTSD. So, anywho, are you ready to talk some of these Ratbirds? Are you ready to talk some Ravens? Can we talk some Ravens? I want to talk Ravens. I want to talk current. All right. Yeah. Can we talk? Let's get to 2025. All right.
The Ravens have had a similar season to us, but way different because they've dealt with so many injuries. Because I watched the Ravens like at the very beginning of the season for obvious reasons. And let me say this. I actually am team, like, I hope Lamar Jackson figures this out one day, and I hope he becomes absolutely phenomenal. Like, I would love to see that for him. However, when it's Steelers Ravens week, I don't care about him. So let me just like make sure I put that out there because I'm a competitor and I can it's kind of like when we played Matthew Golden. I was like, listen, I want him to do great, but I don't care who he is when the games turns on. And that's how I felt about Lamar. And so the Ravens, it's like at the beginning of the season, they were a team and then everybody gets hurt literally. And then it was just kind of like blah. And I didn't really pay much attention to them then because what was the point? And now everyone's back. And I'm like, what the heck? Like they look as disheveled as we look. And they have more turnovers than we have. Their defense can't stop anything. They do have Derrick Henry. And that's what kind of keeps them,
on schedule.
It's Derrick Henry. Like, what do you want me to say? He's big, he's strong, he's physical, he can run the ball. And so, like, that is the thing that separates probably them from us is that consistent ability to run the football with a very huge, dynamic human being that nobody wants to tackle at some point. So you got to give them that. But when they lose games, it's because they turn the ball over and it's because Lamar Jackson just looks awful, or it's because the defense just can't stop anything, literally can't stop anything. I think my concern about this game is my concern has been every game is I think the Ravens have a multitude of ways to win. One of those ways being in a shootout. And I haven't seen us be able to sustain that since we played against the Bengals on Thursday night and lost. So there's a lot of weird things here where I'm like, they've been inconsistent. They've turned the ball over. However, the one thing they've been able to do consistently is run the football. But the problem with the Ravens is we all know this because we play them all the time. Are they going to call the run plays? Are they going to call them? And that at the end of the day, this is a game where I always feel like Tomlin outcoaches Harbaugh because Harbaugh doesn't run the football for whatever reason. He gets away from the run and he tries to do all these weird things. And I'm like, all right, cool. cool. We don't want to tackle Derrick Henry anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like my thoughts and what I'm seeing from the Ravens and just how I'm seeing them kind of come back into whatever they got going on. And I will be honest, the Ravens are the most frustrating team to me in the NFL because they are supposed to be, they're talented. They are the most underachieving team in the NFL, and I don't care what anybody has to say about it.
No, that's talented. The Steelers. No, that's
absolutely
the Steelers.
not. The Baltimore Ravens are one of the most talented teams in the NFL, and they have not been able to figure it out for 4 to 5 years, and no one's going to ever give them crap about it because their coach is Jim Harbaugh and not Mike Tomlin. And I get it, unfortunately, but it's disgraceful because they just, so they're hella talented. No one's going to ever knock their talent, ever. It's just they don't get it done. It just doesn't come together. And we're here to spoil it for them.
I look, spoil it from a time out, TaNeisha. We can't spoil something that ain't theirs anyways.
Well, we want to spoil it because everybody thinks we suck anyway.
Yeah, look. So, I like the fact they got the 2-time MVP. It makes our life way easy when they got the 2-time MVP and we just got old man Rodgers. It's old man Rodgers. So, anything he does is great, but it's old man. We ain't expecting anything from him, no how. Lamar got to be perfect, though, because Lamar's 2-time MVP. Of course, you got to put the ball in his hand if you're Jim Harbaugh. Why not? It's Lamar Jackson. I mean, Zay Flowers, the first Pro Bowl receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. I forgot since who they said it might have been the first one out. It was like crazy. Like, it was like a big ordeal, right? Steve Smith ain't even do that, right? And we know Steve Smith, dog. They got guys, though. I mean, she's talking about Ronnie Stanley. Oh, man. My boots. Oh, my God. Rashad Bateman. They got that DeAndre Nuke Hopkins. Oh, my goodness. And don't let me talk about the all-name team on defense. They got some names. They got some names over there, but kind of like you said, it just looked kind of because they sitting at 6-6, and I get it. Lamar's been hurt, but he ain't been hurt these past couple of games. He just hasn't been playing well these past couple of games. I question how healthy he is when you watch him running against the Bengals. He didn't look like he tried to hit that next gear that we're accustomed to seeing, and it almost looked like he wasn't trying to run at times, like go to the sideline, which was different. And that's part of what makes him so unique and so threatening is his ability to run. So seeing that made me have a little bit of pause for concern for him. Next is the pass that we traditionally see him hit and connect with down the grass, the off schedule when the short guys go deep and the deep guys come short. You know what I mean? That way, the flippy flip. Yeah. Usually he hits those on a way higher frequency. And watching him these past couple of games post injury, he has not been hitting those guys. It's been overthrows, underthrows, or just flat out inaccurate, which really limits those receivers because they're not the type of receivers that are just winning off of routes. They win because of scramble drill. Zay Flowers, he can create separation, but even with him, he's more I'm going to run by you type of guy. And even with that, you can still run with him in certain capacity. Based on the guys we have, we should be able to run with him is what I'm saying. But to me, the scramble drill is where those receivers thrive. That's where those tight ends thrive. Isaiah Likely, he's playing super good right now, right? You watch him, he's one of their most consistent dudes offensively. And I think that it's not a surprise. It's frustrating because that's what we want from our tight ends, is just to be targeted more. Lamar definitely reads Likely, Mark Andrews, and then he's looking deep to Zay Flowers.
Right.
That's not how we operate right now. I wish we were operating like that. That's just not how we doing it, okay? I could talk about it till we blew in the face. I could pull up one clip every however many passes till we blew in the face. It's like, bro, they just not trying to do that right now. I don't know why. That's just what they are, okay? So we will see if that changes. But if they don't want to do that, that's why you go bring in Adam Thielen, all right? Hey, if you don't want to hit the middle of the field with the tight ends, Adam Thielen can get you to the middle of the field as a receiver.
Right.
But ultimately, that's where this Ravens team has been. But you're spot on. Derrick Henry has been their lifeline. Derrick Henry, even though early on in the season, he was putting that ball on the ground, multiple fumbles lost. He's kind of gotten better with that. But you know my theory, once a fumble, we're going to have to see that again. So we hunting that all day. But he's the reason why that offense has at least been on schedule, has at least been competitive. Because, like you said, dudes don't want to tackle him. And you can throw it to him. He can run inside, outside. He's still all of those things. He had one of the most explosive plays in that game versus the Bengals. I do question, though, and this is what you told me, this is what TG told me, that game between Cincy and Baltimore was on Thursday night.
Yep. That's what I was going to say.
We would all say that the Bengals are the younger team.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't think we're going to see that version necessarily. I think we're going to see a little bit more uptick in they sauce. Yeah.
And two, yeah. I also think too, when we're looking at Lamar, like he is coming off of an injury. And so him coming off of an injury and then he plays a game and then now he's still coming off that injury. Now he's playing on a Thursday night. It's kind of a perfect storm. And that's why and I said this, I think at the beginning of the season when I was making my prediction video, and now he's had more time, right? So he played on Thursday. So now he's had a little bit more time to figure it out. But then at the same time, whenever you're coming back from injury, sometimes it's hard to kind of be knocked off your rhythm. And sometimes even being off messes things up because it just messes up your balance. But yeah, no, the Thursday night thing is always like I have my own. I had that theory, and so when I heard TG say the same theory, I was like, so I'm not just making this up.
When I've been looking around the league, and when I saw that Texans Bills, I'm like, oh, you know what? I think this thing actually has legs. Like, because I thought it was home versus away. But that was it. You're absolutely right. Like the youth part definitely plays. That's an added element on them Thursday night games. But yeah. I'm glad that we both were on the same page with when we was watching that Ravens thing, because I was like, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna look like that. I think they're gonna have a little bit more.
Because they looked, and think about it,
they look sluggish. They
looked very like
Roquan. I'm looking at Roquan. I'm like, yo, you make these plays, bro. Yeah, I'm like, you make these plays, bro. I've seen you make these plays before. Should we blame it on coaching? I don't know. I'll leave it alone. All right. The other thing I'll say though,
we don't have an equivalent to compare it to.
That's right. I forgot. All right, I'm just thinking of something. Sorry. All right, but the other thing that I would say, as a whole, even though they're rat berries, even though they're absolutely disgusting, their color purple is the absolutely most ugly color purple ever. Like, who would want that color purple? Right? It's ugly, like stupid ugly. Right? Purple. Ugh, gross, trash. But they are a physical team. That is the one thing I will say. Like, they're not protecting the ball the best. All right. I don't even know what Lamar is getting weird. They're doing some weird stuff, but they for sure are physical.
Yeah.
They will hit you. They're gonna challenge you with those DBs. I don't think these DBs are as good as that coach believes in them, but they throw them out there. They challenge you. They're gonna be up in your face. They want to smell your breath. Yeah, they want to press you up and all that other stuff that the people say, hey man, what if we press more? And pressing is fine, but you see what pressing gets you. You look at what the Cincinnati Bengals were doing, and it wasn't just it's Jamar Chase. Nah, it wasn't just Chase. You got them same dudes, right? Yo, Shiva, you had the tight end samples. Like, hey, bro, these ain't the Higgins and the Chases. These are the others, but that's just what comes with when you're in press man or tight man all the time. It's like, yo, that is a tough way to live.
Yeah.
But they be doing it a lot.
They do.
they confident. They physical. I like it. It's weird, but I like it.
Yeah. It's interesting too. I just thought, who are the Ravens? Who are their receivers besides?
So you got Hopkins, Bateman, Rashard Bateman, DeAndre Hopkins, and Zay Flowers are the main receivers. Then you got the young boy, Tez Walker out of UNC. He could fly. He's their deep shot guy. Okay. Tez Walker. Yep.
Okay, I couldn't think of his name.
And then you got your other boy over there. He's more the return man, but young Colorado, LeJounte. Come on, man.
Don't do this. Don't do this on the
Hey, look. You know I seen. Hey, look, he ran that thing back in the preseason. I said, okay, all right, now go Buffs. All right, go Buffs. Just know. All right, I was a fan. I'm a fan. I know that one. He's an original member, okay? I know the original members. That's original member right there, okay? Shout out to LeJounte West. Yeah, he's the only one that gets a pass, okay? The rest of y'all, we don't like any of y'all, but I'm like, you cool. I like you. I like your game, man. And you got out the mud, too. Yeah.
No, that's true. Now, that is true.
You got out the mud, absolutely. I'm like, yeah, come on, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, that's the other guy. Okay, I couldn't think of who the fast guy was. Okay, cool. The other thing too, I think is interesting in this game is like usually these games are just ugly, unpredictable. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I think last year, every time we played Baltimore, they had like the number one offense or they had whatever. And it didn't matter because they still couldn't score any points. Like, it's just like everything always gets thrown off. And I think the other thing that is going to be interesting watching this matchup is what Steelers team shows up to play. Because and I think that's the other part of this where, we're whining and complaining and some of us are whatevering and we can't regulate our emotions.
No, they're not whining and complaining. They're telling their truth. as long as they're telling their truth, that's what we'll call it. It's their truth. It's not our truth. It's not my truth. It's their truth. And I know we don't want anybody to feel like you're not allowed to speak your truth.
Sorry.
We're not telling you that you can't have feelings that disagree with us. We are not saying that you can organization in any capacity. I promise that is not what we are saying. Just to make sure.
Let me restate it correctly. The way that I feel and the things that I'm seeing and what I'm seeing, how people act is like, we don't know. It's just all over the place. And so it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the team comes out and plays. And I think that's what matters. I think what matters is like what's on the field and how the team shows up and what they want to do. Because like I'm just curious, like, what are they going to look like? I mean, that defense had 71 plays ran against them last week. So what does that defense look like? How do they recalibrate? How do they reposition themselves? This offense has been all but basically non-existent in a lot of ways. So what are they going to do? How are they going to show up? And we're on the road. And so sometimes I think it's better for us to be on the road so that we don't have to deal with, certain things that are happening at home. And so it's just like, it's
they're going to boo us the whole time on the road. So we ain't got to worry about anything now. It'll all be natural. They was warming us up for the road. Shout out to Steelers Nation, man. I like Steelers Nation. I know I like y'all for a reason.
Yeah, it's the same environment. So it'll be interesting to see like what is going to happen. So.
Yeah. Now we're on the same page with that then. I like it. And I see you breaking out them I statements also. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, you know what? I'm going to speak like this. I feel like this is so I.
There's sometimes in life where you just have to go, you have to look internally for internal solutions. So I'm going to look internally for internal solutions.
This is how I see it with so you can say what you want to say, but this is what like. Oh, shout out to you.
How I feel internally. This is how I feel because I'm okay assigning an emotion to how I feel.
And hey, and you guys, in terms of the comment section, in terms of the viewers, y'all aren't wrong for how you guys feel either. Okay, so shout out to everybody's feelings. Okay, because we don't want nobody to feel like we tell you how y'all can and can't feel, all right? Because y'all already know. I told you I'm feeling good. I got my Home Alone shirt on. I've been in Christmas vibes, all right? On the third day of Christmas, TaNeisha brought to me a collab that we call Victory. And of course, it got formation on it, all right? So that's what I'm just feeling good, okay? I can't help myself. I like it. I'm in my zone, okay? But enough of all this positive stuff surrounding these rat birds talking about what they do well and certain things that we like and all this other stuff. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing.
Yeah.
Which you see that you feel like, shout out to good potatoes now. All right, come on now. You need a good potatoes on you now. All right, yeah. But what you seeing over there that you feel like, since you are still in positive mode, that you think that the Steelers, if they happen to show up.
Am I being positive?
I'm just if the Steelers happen to show up, because the reason why I say you're being positive is this. You were smiling when we started the show. We're supposed to do no smiles, no happiness, no laughs.
Like everyone is
you know what I mean? Like if we talk if we're too positive, it's an issue. If it's too negative, it's an issue. If you don't,
my head to the right,
an issue. Yeah. So
for winning, I just figure to the left for not winning.
TaNeisha, I just figure we just got to be who we are, and they either go stick with it, and if they don't, man, that just opens up the door for somebody else to acknowledge it, for somebody else to come in. You dig me? So it's all good. But that's why I was like, I think it's kind of positive. Sound a little positive-ish. All right. So since you sound positive, I know I'm positive. All right. I'm feeling good about it. I'm still locked in. That's just how I roll. All right. So that's why I was saying, hey, since you kind of on the positive, what do you see that the Ravens might struggle with? Because I know, for example, if I was like, yo, Big Noriega, what you think the Ravens struggle with? He's going to be like, nothing. They're going to score 100 on us. They're going to run the ball on us. We can't stop anything. And it's like, I get it, man. For some people, that's just their energy. I don't want to stop them. I don't want to deter it. In fact, lean into it. For me, though, I'm like, who's like-minded? Who kind of see them like, hey, bro, that 6-6 look kind of sweet. I'm trying to talk to them folk, and I think that you see it how I see it. So I just want to hear what you got to say. So what's up? What you got, Mr. TaNeisha?
Yeah, so I think the way the Steelers usually beat the Ravens is because I think Harbaugh makes mistakes. I think what usually happens is the Ravens come in and they want to pass the ball and they want to be pass happy and they forget that they have Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry. Because in my opinion, the path to the Ravens victory this week is Derrick Henry. I think he is going to be the difference maker. And I think the Steelers' ability to stop Derrick Henry is the first thing. And because last year, what was it, like 16, 18? Like they couldn't even score, and they wanted Lamar to do everything. And it was like they didn't realize that TJ kept crashing on Lamar, but it never clicked. Harbaugh never made an adjustment. And then when he finally did, time ran out. And that's what usually happens with Harbaugh, in my opinion. But I won't talk about his coaching.
Or he might get aggressive and go for it or two to lose the game. You'd be like, that's a great coaching decision.
Right.
Shout out to coaching, man.
Yeah. And so for me, I think when I think about how we usually play the Ravens, it's Derrick Henry is usually the X factor. A lot of people want to say it's Lamar, and cool, but I actually think it's Derrick Henry, because I think if Derrick Henry is solid and consistent, they're going to keep feeding him. But what happens is the first sign of him not being consistent, they go away from him, and then it opens up the game. And I think that's interesting. I think where we're going to have to make Lamar's life difficult. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what our game plan is against Lamar, because he hasn't looked great. He hasn't looked great. He hasn't looked comfortable. He hasn't looked healthy. He hasn't even, he's doing the throws where his receivers kind of look at the ball as it hits the ground and they're kind of like, oh, bro, that was me. Like, yeah, they're kind of giving that like, or like he'll throw an interception and everyone's kind of like, did he just kind of flip it up in the air? Okay, like what's going on? And that's good, right? That's what you want. You want all those moments where everyone's kind of like, what is this guy kind of doing? So I think those are our paths to victory. Is we have to come out and do what we can do. And what I mean by that is like, we're going to have to score points. Yeah. Like we have to score points. Like
just a few, just a few.
Again, like we have to score points. Like we can't win this game by only scoring 7 points. That's not enough. It's not good enough. Yeah. But yeah, again, I just haven't been impressed with the Ravens at all. I haven't been impressed with a lot of teams, if I'm being honest. Yeah. But for me, the Ravens, and this is a rival. It's like all rivals. Like everything you think it is, it's not. Then the game is over and you're like, wait, nobody got a first down? How did that even work? Like how did that even So I'm excited. Like I'm excited. I'm just excited to see what it looks like.
Let's go. Look. Yeah. I already told you I'm super excited because I know we're supposed to be afraid because the Ravens are just, they're the Ravens. Yeah. Of course. Like, what's not to love about the Ravens? That's like the gold standard for like football. The past 5 years, they've had the marquee quarterback. They've had the marquee team. You look at how many wins they've accumulated. Oh my gosh. Like, heck. These are like multiple time Super Bowl champions, the way that, we should be perceiving them and fearing them and respecting them and just knowing that they're going to be also consistent. But I was like, dang, yo, Lamar got sacked 27 times already this season, 34 times for the season for everybody. I'm like, I thought that O-line was good. I know. I was like, yo, he missed a couple of games. I was like, God, dog, like that's a lot. I know Derrick Henry is nice and all, but I was like, I ain't realized he don't have 1,000 yards rushing just yet. I thought he already crossed that. I thought the way that we talk about the Ravens rushing attack, I thought he was averaging like $140 a game on the ground. He only averaging like 77 yards a game right now. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, that's only 4.7. You mean, okay. Oh,
coaching malpractice, but whatever.
Okay. Shout out to the backup running back. He's pretty good. Keaton Mitchell, man. He $153. He had, said, yeah, he had. It's light over there. I don't know. I know I should be fearful. I know.
Fearful.
But that ain't how I feel. I'm sorry. When I look at it, it's like, yo, they look very flawed. Really flawed? They look really flawed, TaNeisha. All right. No. From my perspective, the Ravens also look really flawed. Okay. Yeah. I think that the names scare a lot of people. But if you watch them versus some of the players that don't even have names that are household, right? Those are the same players that are giving those guys issues. Those are the same guys that are making plays against them offensively and defensively. To me, I look at that as opportunities. I look at that and I say, hey, man, I pray that they try to run the same play that the Bills ran last week. I pray they run it 50 times. It'd be a great day for us. I pray they do. I know some people are pissing in it. Oh my God, what if they run out? Please. We should see it the first play of the game. if you don't run that play the first play of the game, Harbaugh should be fired, right? It should be malpractice. If you run the second play, I mean, because let's be real, right? The Buffalo Bills ran it how many times? 26 times, right? Everybody on the internet talking about is TJ's fault. Is this what everybody points? But I'm like, bro, I love when non-football people try to put blame on people. Like, boy, this is gorgeous. And then when all the matches support, you like, oh Lord, loud. Ain't right, but it's loud. Shout out. So hopefully Harbaugh isn't going to have any coaching malpractice and he's just going to spam the duo, right? Because it's also easy. TJ can't get off of blocks. Cornerbacks can't tackle. Linebackers soft, right? We ain't even got still linebackers, right? So I'm just like, hey, baby, I want them to just run that play over and over and over and over, which they should do. Hopefully they do it. I doubt they do. But if they do, it should be great because I personally think that we'll be ready for that challenge. But that's what I want to see, man. But I do agree. They typically do the same thing every time they face us for some reason. They get enamored with Lamar and him trying to throw the football sometimes. And I don't even think that this is just when they play us. They outsmart themselves in some of these matchups. You think about Ravens Chiefs, right? We all talked about the AFC Championship game. And it was like, bro, you act like Lamar doesn't know how to run or that isn't what makes him so dynamic.
Yeah.
His legs are what, to me, makes him such a gifted passer. Because you have to respect that so much and you have to play certain coverages against that, hey, if I turn my back and man to man, he can run. So that's why he thrives where he thrives. But it's like in certain matchups versus us, like we talk about the Chiefs, heck, even times versus Buffalo in some of these matchups, it's like they get away and almost like they want to prove that he is a prolific passer and not a just dynamic football player.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how you produce, just produce. But I get it. We the only coaching staff that, puts our players in positions that, aren't geared for them to be their most successful and productive self. Okay. So I get it. But to me, that's how I look at this. It's like, man, if you're going to come out here and do what we all think you should do, which is, like I said, give the ball to Derrick Henry, run the duo. Great. Well, hey, get your neck rolls in, make sure you got your mouthpiece, bite down. You know what type of night it is. All right. And honestly, that benefits the Steelers. Y'all know we want to play that close to the vest, nasty, muck it up, and let's see who gonna have the first turnover game. Y'all don't really like that. Fans don't really like that, but that's what we're gonna do. So I ain't tripping on that. Yeah. But I don't think the Ravens are going to necessarily get enamored with that. I think they're going to try to do the passing stuff, and that's typically where you see Lamar struggle right now, especially when you're talking about the pressure that we create. We create a lot of pressure versus this type of quarterback because he holds the ball. The record in terms of when you watch us play him, it reflects that. That's why he struggles so much against us, because his style is a direct clash for what we want to do. It's like, yo, this is where we thrive at. So, and why you think we draft and sign the guys we sign? We want to win the division first. And that's why Baltimore tries to do what they do. Heck yeah.
It's just a rival. Like, I know I keep saying that, but it's like the most thing you can say against competition is it's just a rival. It's just, so it's like, no, yeah, like something random's going to happen, or like you just never know what that's going to be. And I think the other thing is too that makes this so fun is a lot of teams do kind of fear the Ravens that aren't in the AFC North, that don't play them all the time, because
there's a lot of people that fear the Ravens just in general. Yeah.
Right. Just like who they have and what they bring and all those things. And so it's cool because I don't think that's us. Like, I don't think we carry the way. And I think that that's what makes this game special, because if we had that to carry and all the other things, like, I think, that's a whole different issue. But I like the fact that it's like, these guys? Okay. I can't stand these guys. Like, I like that extra edge of like, ugh. So I mean, usually I just like it. And so I like anytime we play the Ravens, I get anxious in the good competitive way, because I'm like, okay, like, what am I about to see? Like, what am I preparing myself for? And so I'm just excited. And it's a chance for them to go prove themselves. They haven't been playing well this year. They're 6-6. This is a chance to be at top of the division and all those things. And it's like, it's right there. You just have to go play for it.
Which is so weird, because I feel like when we just like lead up and we hear how one side talks about Ravens, it sounds so optimistic, sounds so glass half full. And then with us, it's like, yo, y'all ate this, your mom ate this, your daddy ate this, your cousins, your aunties, Justin. It's like, we got the same exact record as them. And you mean to tell me we beat them this weekend, we in first place? And that's the same team. They in the same division with us, the same way with Burrow, and we all in the same thing together. All right. Yeah. Cool. Let's go find out, man. Yeah.
And that's why too, whenever it's like, why don't you? And I'm like, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. let's see what happens. So
no, that's facts on that. That is facts on that. And to me, I just think that from being in these games myself, man, it's something about the rivalry. When you talk about guys getting up, I mean, shoot, everybody has been a part of a rivalry in some capacity, whether you've been directly a part of it, whether it was your neighborhood, whether it was your school that you went to, whatever. You just feel like, yo, man, when it's them over there, yo, you give you it a little bit, you prepare with a little bit more urgency, even though you shouldn't, right? Everything, it's human nature. We all get it. They come into town, bet. All right, I don't care. You hear Michigan and Ohio State talk about all the time, right? Ohio State, man, we'd rather beat Michigan than win the national championship last year. Like, what? Michigan, shoot, we beat them. That's all that matters. Like, what? Yeah. That's the rivalry element of it. Yeah. People act like they don't understand that, but they know exactly what that is. And that's why we all say the same thing. It's like, man, you can't go in here and say, oh, well, records this or this, that. It's like, nah, man. These two teams are about to be trying to kill each other. Yeah. I just think that the matchup is really good for us, though. Then trust me, they got some things that are going to be in their favor as well. To act as if, oh yeah, we're the only ones that should feel confident. No, I don't act like that, but I also respect them, and I think that's the difference. It's like you can feel confident in your. I like to feel confident in my squad while still respecting my opponents, because from my personal experiences at this level, every team is capable of winning literally every week, and that's why. From my experiences, you don't see a lot of teams that go 0-16, 0-17. In fact, I think it was only one team that I witnessed do that, and that was the Browns. Prior to that, it was the Lions with Stafford, super whatever that was, right? But it's rare. It doesn't happen often. Yeah. The same reason why you don't see a lot of undefeated teams, right? 17-0, 16. It's like, bro, you know how hard it is? Every team can get you. Anybody is capable of that. So with that being the mindset, I'm just personally not a person that would ever count myself out. It's like, if you tell me all of us got a chance at this thing, why should I say I'm not the cool one? Let me go sit over here. No. You're gonna have to prove to me that we ain't like that. All right. And that's what we get a chance to do each and every week. And I think that's the exciting part about this matchup. Because Baltimore, you don't think that they're feeling more pressure than we are right now? Heck, remember, we're dead man walking. We haven't won a playoff game since 2016.
Right. And we were supposed to finish third, I think, in the division.
And we were supposed to fire Coach Tomlin 3 years ago.
Right.
The Ravens supposed to be contenders. They're the ones who supposed to be winning the Super Bowl. They got the 2-time Super Bowl MVP or 2-time NFL MVP. Excuse me now, my Super Bowl, 2-time regular season MVP. So it's like they got the pressure. Harbaugh's supposed to be the coach it up, baby. All them Pro Bowls you had that way. You had what, 14 Pro Bowls 2 years ago? What was that 2 years ago? It was like literally, it was like, yo, you have literally all your starters on offense and on defense in the Pro Bowl, man.
All of them.
Yeah. And I'm like, boy, you got the same amount of Super Bowls we do in the past 5 years. Make it make sense. All right, let's ride, baby. Let's ride. So forgive me for not being as, non-happy as I'm supposed to be. Listen. That's why I love my dog, Big Noriega. He's my counterpart, all right? I give you the positivity on the mic. He going to give you all the passivity, or I made up word right there, passivity. Jeez Louise. He's going to give you all the pessimism, all right? And all of that beautiful options, you know what I mean, to the perspectives, all right? Because I'm going to give you this space and get other perspectives. So that's why I like my dog, man. Shout out to Noriega, man, all right? We on the same page. We are for sure on the same page. But TaNeisha. How you feeling about their defense? Are you scared of it? I mean, like, you ain't got to be scared of it. I'd be scared of it. But, like, they got a Roquan Smith. They got a Marlon Humphrey. They got a Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, that defense right now. Yeah, no.
Got some guys.
And like I said, I am more worried about us doing what we need to do as I am worried about what they are going to do. Because I think that's what we have to, like, we have to fix this offense. It doesn't matter what the defense does. If the defense pitches a shutout, like you can't pitch a shutout in football, but if the defense shuts out the Ravens and the Ravens score 0 points, the Steelers have to score points to win the game. Like you can't not score. That's not how this works. And so,
or it can't be like last week where you give up points on offense either.
Right. And so and then you're helping them, right? So that's why I'm just like, this offense they cannot be a liability. Like that can't happen. I don't know how else I can say it. It's just, that is my biggest concern. Am I worried about the Ravens defense? No, I am worried about the Steelers offense against air at this point, because that is how bad it has been. And so for me, it's like, if you if anybody was to ask me, like, what is your biggest concern heading into this game? It is going to be this offense over and over and over, because they have to be able to score points. 7 points is not good enough. 10 points is not good enough. Like they have to score points. And that's kind of where I'm at. So I don't care what the Ravens defense is going to do. Like they're going to do what they're going to do. This offense cannot score points for them, and they have to be able to score points.
Nah, I can dig that. Shoot. I ain't even that far with you. I'm over here like, I need you to not turn the ball over first.
It's a good start.
Just don't turn the ball over. Because
it's a great start. Have we had two turnovers in the past 2 weeks?
Shoot. We had 2 turnovers last week defensively, but we had turned the ball over on offense twice.
Yeah, no, I mean offense. I think offense had 2 turnovers.
I think has. Yeah, back to back. Yeah. Anytime we've lost, we've turned it over. And then even when we've won, we've kind of turned it over as well.
Who did we play before the Bears?
It was Cincinnati.
Was it?
Hold on, let me pull it up. I want to say it was Cincinnati. It should have been Cincinnati.
It probably was Cincinnati. Did we turn the ball over against them?
Let me pull it up. Let's see, because this is dating back to.
I'm just trying to figure out when the last time is we didn't.
We didn't turn it over. Yeah, I see exactly what you're asking. Yep. Let's see. Last time we did not have a turnover. Yeah, because it was Bengals. Yeah.
Okay.
So, dang, how many times we have versus the Bengals? Real quick, pull up the box score. You to the internet. We had no
turnovers.
No turnovers that game. Yep.
Yeah. It was against the Bengals. Okay. And then before the Bengals, just so everybody is on track, we played the Chargers, and we did have 2 turnovers.
Turned it over. Yep. Turned it over. Chargers.
Yeah.
Turned it over Thursday night, or turned it over versus. Oh no, did not turn it over versus Colts. Let me pull that up. Okay, Packers we did. Packers. Bengals we did. Yeah. Bengals, that was a Thursday night when we for sure did that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus
and so
Colts.
That's the thing. Like.
Oh, Roman Wilson had the phone. Remember at the end of the game where he jumped? Yeah, that was the Roman Wilson where he almost got into the doghouse. But we won, so he was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, you're right. Like if you just check back on the past couple of games, it's like, can we not? That's where it starts, right? Is like controlling the football.
So that's why for me, I literally was just like, man, if you don't turn the football over, we are fine. Now, I know not everybody feels like you can get out of stadiums winning with field goals. I don't feel like that. We've seen Boz score how many times with field goals? Heck, we didn't score 18 points.
Last year, I think we won 2 games off.
I was about to say, shoot, I won a playoff game off field goals before, right? Division round on the road versus Kansas City Chiefs. Act like it, right? And that's with the killer beast. All right. Don't tell me it can't be done. Okay, it can't be done. All right, okay. But to me, that's why I start with just, man, if you're not turning that ball over in defense, you're doing what you're supposed to do. We're automatically in with whatever we need to be in. And now from there, we start talking about the extra stuff, right? All right, man, guys got to make catches. Guys got to make combat catches, right? Guys got to give you yards at the catch, right? Somebody has to step up and be a force multiplier, make those plays. But before we get to the force multiplier section, I need the bare minimum offensively being you're not turning that ball over. I need bare minimum defensively to just be tackling. And what I mean by that, we talk about the do-role play or the play they just kept running over and over and over. And we talked about how simple it was in terms of why it was effective, but at the same time, the challenge with it, it's not a hard play to stop. It's not schematically robust or anything like that, but it puts a cornerback on a running back. And if that corner doesn't consistently step up and consistently play with good eyes and discipline, that play will hurt you. That's the reality of it. And the play can hit fronts, like it hit backside. That's the reality of it. Yeah. So to me, bare minimum is my DBs have to be able to step up and tackle. The reason why I'm confident about that is because I already know what coach has been beating them over the head with all week. We fit him into it, tackling. So I'm like, I know what that is. So please, if you're gonna run any play, run the duo. Okay, you don't have to run that play. All right, you might hit us over the head for the toss this week. All right, but run the duo. Please run the duo 50 times because if we haven't prepared for any one play, I promise that play everybody's going to play for it. So it's like, run it all, run it as much as you want to, man. Run it as much as you want to. So that's just how it is. But to me, we got to be able to tackle. If we're tackling, this is a different ball game because, like you talked about, man, this Ravens offense has not been clicking. Lamar has not been looking himself. And they're still going to naturally struggle with our pass rush, regardless of how people feel or talk about it. The numbers reflect what they are. So to me, I just think that that's the area that when we talk about how do we make it work for us, how do we make it into our type of game, the lower, the better. I don't think you want this thing up in them high 30s. That's not because you said it yourself, right? You seen them win like that. We know that they can get that. If Lamar starts clicking, that can happen. He hasn't been, but that can very well happen. He typically hasn't connected like that versus us anyways when we're talking about Lamar in the matchup. But that's the one thing that, you know, we haven't necessarily shown we could do.
Yeah, I don't, you know what? I'm going to drink some water.
Yep. And look, when they start getting like that, you're like, oh, all right, now keep the scores low. 20 on. All right. 20 and I like us a lot. That thing 25, 20. I'm like,
all right. Have to do that. Is like, I'm just like, oh God. Yeah.
No, but people don't like it because of how it makes us feel. We don't feel as confident that you can do it, right? But what's the flip side? We're going to score 30 every game. What's the confidence that teams are naturally doing out all the time, right? Every team has something that makes them feel uncomfortable. It's just what we lie to ourselves and tell us, hey, man, this is why we feel better. This is because it's like for Baltimore right now, they've been telling themselves all year, man, once Lamar get back, offense is going to click, we good to go.
Yeah.
Well, you done seen it. I ain't the only one to watch it. Y'all in the chat been watching it too. Y'all seen what the Ravens look like these past couple games.
Well, you know, Moats, that's cute and all. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Look, I'm sorry for spreading my positivity too far around. All right, every once in a while, I just start recklessly spraying positivity out here. All right, forgive me, Noriega. Check me, man. Get me back in here, Noriega. Don't you be letting me here. Hold on, here it is. I pray Boz stay healthy because we're gonna need him for them 9 points we put up. There we go. That's what. Thank you. All right, I had too much positivity. I need some balance. All right, now I'm back. TaNeisha. I'm back. Let's go. I'm back now. All right.
Just cannot.
I'm too positive, bro. I told you. I'm way too positive. I'm over here like, shoot, 9-zip. That's a dub. I ain't tripping on that at all.
That's what I was. When I saw that, I was like, if that's what it takes to win. I don't care if it's 3-2. I don't care if like they get a zip.
I don't care.
And we kick a field goal and walk off the game and win. I don't care what. That's what I always. I don't care what a win looks like. Like no, absolutely not. Like winning is so hard. Not just in football, in life. Like what? When you get the win, are you kidding me? I mean, I put out videos all the time, but I'm like,
you apologize for the wins, man. Apologize for the wins. But my thing is, I'm like, shoot, would any of y'all be poo-pooing Boz if he kicks the game-winning field goal for the Super Bowl and we win 3-zip?
No.
So why is it an indictment on the organization, on the coach staff, or the team if Boz is hitting field goals and we win in the regular season? Boy, if y'all don't cut that out.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Let's go, man. Shoot. Let's go. I like it. All right. But yo, man, feeling good, though. Feeling good.
Yeah.
Now, Vegas don't rock with us, though.
I was going to say, what is Vegas saying?
Vegas, they ain't feeling us. Vegas, they like the Ravens 6-point favorites.
That's a lot in the NFL.
That's a lot in the NFL. That's a lot. I would say do you feel it's appropriate, though? That's what we got to ask. Do you think it's appropriate based on everything?
I think so, Ravens, because they're. I think it makes sense because I think in their mind the Ravens can score points. I think that is the biggest differentiator because I think that's what it is. I just think that's what it is. And let's be real. The last time we played the Ravens was what? In the playoffs. I think how many yards did Derrick Henry have? 251 or 248 or something like that. And then before that, we played them. He had what? 225. So I get it. I mean, I totally get it. And that's usually how the game would end, or ice the game would be kind of that last, that last whatever. So yeah, I get it. And they're at home. It's I think they. Is it? I'm surprised it's at 6 and not at 4 or 5, but I get 6 because they don't think we can score points.
Yeah. Now, respect on that. Honestly, I like it. I can see that. Because I would say this: if I'm a betting man, I'm saying to myself, right, non-biased, just hey, I'm big Noriega style, right? I would say, man, they played on Thursday night and they struggled versus the Bengals. But it was the Bengals. But it was Thursday night, and Joe Burrow came back. Granted, it was his first game back, but it was Joe Burrow. So you give him all these other passes. So, yes, they should look a lot better, right? And the Steelers, man, which quarterback shows up? Because Aaron Rodgers, is he healthy or is he one-handed, right? Is he only playing out the pistol or can he get under center, right? That plays a lot into this thing. We know, hey, if we can't do that, is it Mason Rudolph that we got for the majority of Chicago prior or post that first pick where it was like, all right, you're doing enough to keep us afloat. Even down the stretch, you even gave us the scramble. And we said, it was like, yo, it wasn't a perfect Mason game, but Mason, to me, I thought did enough to at least has got us out that stadium or had us in a chance for a game-winning field or game-tying field goal with Boss prior to, can we just get lined up right? Which we talked about, self-inflicted stuff. So we know that part obviously weighs into this thing. To me, though, defensively, I don't look at it like that. I know everybody's supposed to be, defense terrible, man. They ain't gonna stop nobody. But shoot, weren't they just saying that about the Bengals a couple weeks ago too?
Yeah.
I could have sworn they said the Bengals were like really bad and they defense all of a sudden.
The Bengals defense. Well, this isn't about the Bengals. This show isn't about the Bengals.
It's not about the Bengals.
The thing I like about the Bengals that I've realized that they've done is they've made everything so basic that it's basically keep everything in front of you. If somebody runs by you, run by them and wait for somebody to make a mistake and catch it. Like that is their whole game plan.
Think about it. They talk so bad about it. It's like, bro, they are running the most elementary defense. And it's literally, if you keep it in front and tackle, make a team have to snap the ball 13 times and they can't do it. And that's literally what they're doing right now. Literally what it is. Yep.
I've been watching them and I'm like, this defense is like, keep him in front of you, make him a tackle, wait till they make a mistake, catch the football. It's like the most basic thing. And it's working for them. So, but again, shout out for them for realizing what kind of personnel they have. And making it work. Like shout out to I love anyways. I've noticed that the past 2 games.
It was hilarious.
Like, hilarious. Beautiful kind of watching it, how basic it is.
I'm watching them versus the Ravens, and I'm like, now I know how we looked at that Bengals defense. Everybody talking about, I'm like, Bengals the pack up well. I'm like, okay now.
Basic things right.
Okay.
Basic things right. And don't let it behind you.
So that's what you heard me say, just tackle. Yeah. Just tackle. All right. Because the Bengals had a very Steelers defense of, hey, just do your basic stuff and just catch the ones they throw to you. Lamar literally tossed one to the dude going down for a sack in his own 5. He threw another. You're like, all right, now when the random weird stuff happens, just take advantage of the random weird stuff. That's literally all. It was literally all they were doing. They weren't doing nothing special.
No, it was great.
You can still see they were still getting gashed in parts. It was still playing. It was like, yo, but they made sure that just keep it in front of you and just tackle it, make them snap it again. And that's bend but don't break. We talk about that now. Granted, we don't want ours to be like that because of the expectations, but we are past the expectations, baby. We are into figure it out. You better make an adjustment. Hey, we wanted it to be this. Okay, cool. It's not that. Next. Right? Yeah. We wanted to go undefeated. Cool. We're not. Next. Okay. Hey, we want our defense to just go out there and blanket everybody and pitch a complete shutout because they're the highest paid defense. Cool. It ain't happened. Next, what we're gonna do? You better operate with some of this blitz stuff. All right, cool. You want to get out of that 3 outside linebacker, 2 down D lineman look versus 12 personnel versus 21 personnel because the Ravens will operate with a fullback and a running or fullback and a tight end as well. Don't play the small ball versus them. Don't call their bluff. They will actually run it. That's the difference. We tried that versus Buffalo thinking Buffalo wouldn't run it. Buffalo was like, yo, bro, we're going to run it. And they just kept running it. And we saw how that worked out. Yep. Certain teams you can call they bluff. Others is like, yo, when they are lined up like that, they're letting you know they not bluffing. Proceed the right way. Baltimore's lining up in it, though. And that's the other funny part, too. And this is like a little bit nerdy football talk. But you know how we talk about putting guys in positions, right? They do some of the same things that I get frustrated with us, where it's like, man, you want to run the ball, but you put the little guys out there. Then when you want to pass, you put the big dudes out there. Mm-hmm. They're not as bad with that, but watch when they want to get the running game going with Henry. It's like, man, they'll get into like the small ball group settings to hit him with the runs. But then when they go with the big body group, now it's all right, get a little quick game out of this thing. Or it's just the misdirection, like the styles of it change. And I know if I'm saying it, the coach staff is saying it as well. So trust me, they should be able to pick up on these things. But there is weird because you would think that, man, with Derrick Henry, man, put the big people out there and we're just going to be bigger than you. You can't stop this.
Yeah, we're going to play bully
But
ball.
it's almost like they're trying to make you feel like it's bully ball. And that's when they're going to try to hit you with that pass. And then when you're thinking, all right, hey, they got these small receivers out here and it's just Derrick Henry. That's when they handed it to him. And it's like, bro, can your nickel tackle this big joker right here? I don't like it because I'm just like, yo, Why you can't just let the big dude run behind the big guys? But then as a defender, I get it because it's like, well, yeah, because you're telling me when that big dude's out there, all right, it's got to be run. So we all load up on it. So I get it. But they are definitely doing it. But part of me feels like that's why the offense is also a little bit off as well because of that. And then obviously with Lamar, when Lamar isn't hitting the way that he's supposed to hit, it makes all of it look a little bit more stagnant. And that's, to me, the big difference, man. Lamar, when he's on, man, he makes a bad play look great. Right now, he's been a little off. So
he's been a bad play.
Yeah, he's been the bad play. That's but typically he's been the reason why a bad play doesn't result in a bad outcome, right? He's been able to be the multiplier, the force multiplier, force multiplier. They do special. Yeah. But he hasn't been doing that and hasn't been looking like that since coming back from the injury. So you know what our job is? Don't make him look good versus us, all right? So let's ride.
Yeah. Yep. This is so fun. I love this. Like I love, but this is competition. And if you like competition, then this makes you excited. And this makes you lock in and makes you refocus. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter. I can't remember what my coach used to say, but it's like, it doesn't matter what happened before or what's going to happen after this moment. It is this moment. Like this is the moment. And I think that that's interesting. I think it's just going to be interesting just to see like what happens in this game and how we come out and what we look like and how we're able to, maybe just, that's just it. Maybe just what does it look like? What did we learn from last week? And then how are we going to implement something or just better execute, right? Or like maybe Aaron Rodgers now is going to have more time to practice and maybe his injury is not, because it's now been a week later. So it's like, it's just going to be interesting to see all those things.
No, absolutely. And Rodgers did say that. He said, progressing through can do more stuff now that he could prior to.
Aaron Rodgers said that?
Yes. Oh, okay. So that's where like we should see under center. We should see more traditional, what we've been seeing Rodgers offense, not that pistol shotgun exclusive that we saw, versus the Bills. So
got it. Okay.
I'm hopeful that that's the case, but we obviously know whenever you're playing compromised with an injury, you got to make sure that you protect this guy. We know we're down a left tackle. Andres Pete, continue to step up, bring that OG vet Suki Smooth game out there. We're going to have them tight ends to help you out. You got the matchup. Cal Van Noy wants you. You know what that is. But weirdly enough, they haven't even gotten a ton of sacks this year. They only, I think, got 19 sacks on the season.
Not great.
And the other thing is this. They are not a big blitz team. Like they'll send a corner on occasion, they'll send a lot, but it's like they like that rush for play man and Rolodex to coverage. And I'm like, it ain't like that right now. And that's once again part of why they are who they are right now. So I know we're supposed to be scared of them. I'm with you. But the way you talk about competition, that's why I get excited. I guess I'm wired wrong. We supposed to like not be excited when you walking into that. Oh, it's the big bad, Mr. Ravens. But I'd be excited. I'm like, I want to see, is it really like that? I want to see, can they really punch us out? Like if Buffalo did that, we're both. I want to see, because I think that we can respond. I want to see how I know at least Coach T specifically. I know how he responds. So I'm like, let me see how the guys respond to him, right? Let's see. Yeah, I want to see. And if it don't work out, cool. Hey, look, and like we said earlier, if it don't work out, man, I'll be in here next week. I'm like, dang, bro, that sucked. But guess what? We got another opportunity coming up next week. Let's ride. Like, that's just how I look at it, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad. Cut you off.
I was gonna say, until you have all the evidence, that's what you have to do. And that's what we're going to do. I love these moments. I love it. And I also love being able to see where people stand. And I love being able to see how different people just react to different things. So I'm excited. It is what it is.
Absolutely. No, so shout out, man. I was like, are we on the same page? And once again, man, I just be enjoying people that'll be like-minded. All right. And this ain't no shot at nobody, but I'm like, when we be on our positive vibes, I don't even go to people that are negative, because it's like, why would I want to be around that? So when it's like, if you anti what we on, why y'all be on it? You dig me? Like, I for sure would not, if I ain't think the squad was good, if I thought the squad was trash, or if I was on the opposite of where I'm at with all this positivity, or if you think the scheme trash out there, like, bro, why you be telling us like we ain't gonna agree with you the same way you not gonna agree with us? So it's like, why you keep saying it over and over?
I don't know.
You know it. Look, I've already been colored as biased, a Tomlin dude. So it's like, if y'all know this, y'all know y'all just type it. I just be wondering because it's like, it ain't. What would Nick Saban say? It ain't happened. Stop asking. Tomlin, I'm like, all right, cool. I don't feel like that. All right, we're happy now.
But that's also the thing about like happy people, though. Like happy people are just happy people. Like that's just how it is. Like that's just the space I'm choosing to occupy. Like I don't have time. Like in real life, I'm fun. Like I'm a good time. Like I don't have to enjoy myself. Like, yeah, in real life, I laugh. In real life, I don't take myself that seriously. So
I promise I don't, man. Yeah.
So it's like, why not? Like this is fun. This is the fun part. And if this isn't fun part for you, I'm sorry. Like this is the fun part for me.
Well, because in TaNeisha, I think what makes it fun for us is like we both are like-minded in how we view this squad, how we view Tomlin, how we view a lot of things. Granted, we're not completely in alignment, but we are just very similar in a lot of stuff. So that's why it's like I don't tap into people that I don't have a lot of commonality with. Where they be like, "Yo, Tomlin trash, he suck, he this." I'd be like, "Yep, cool. I'm gonna just turn because that ain't my energy. I'm not gonna try to convince you, but it's in my energy." So that's why I just be like trying to understand the mental part of like, y'all be bringing that over here a lot just to tell me that, you know, hey, Moats ain't good. So like, why you still be coming over here, boy? Y'all better go find one. All these negative folk out here still is that shit.
I'm actively trying to literally figure that out in the chat. Like I'm like, can you explain to me that you're negative? So because you're negative, I should be negative, and because I'm not negative because you're negative, I'm doing it wrong. I don't understand.
I'm like, I don't call y'all rough being negative, right? So go find other negative people. It's a ton of negative people out there in this world. It's a ton of negative people in Steelers Nation. It's a ton of negative people on YouTube. It's a ton of negative people everywhere. Why y'all don't go holler at them? Y'all can have a negative party together with all the negative cake, all the negative presents, all the negative smiles, all that. I'm team happy. I'm team positivity. I'm team we having a blast. It's all the way up. You feel me? Like, yeah. So, like, the negative, keep that over there, bro. Yeah, y'all ain't. I promise you, I don't want to change anyone's mind. That is not when I get up here to do these. My goal is not to change. I think I told you about 4 years ago. Me and Domi Deke, right? It's like, yo, I'm not trying to change. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. All right.
Oh gosh, don't say that name. Oh gosh, you're gonna have grown men crying and wanting what he has to offer.
You're right. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh my gosh.
I mean to do that.
Oh my
gosh. But for me, it's just like I see it. It's like, yo, shout out to you. That's why I started I even told you, I was like, I started liking all the comments because I'm like, maybe that's what y'all looking for. Maybe you want somebody to just acknowledge y'all negativity. Is that it? Because like, I'm just like, yeah, bro, I don't feel like that. So if I don't feel like that, why would I want to be around people that do feel like that? Like, I just don't get it. So shout out to y'all though. If y'all ain't got nowhere else to go, and the only place that your negative people can bring is to the positive section, I dig it. But it's like, bro, go find the negative people, man. Like, it's all love. It's a lot of negative people out there, though. Like, you dig me? I would rather have just 2 positive people up here than like the negatives. Like, yo, I promise it. I ain't gonna cry. I won't cry. I promise I'm gonna still sleep the same way. I'm gonna still make snow angels. I'm gonna still be that same dude that wake up in the morning, look at the spectacular view, be like, God is good. You feel me? Like, I'm still gonna be that guy. I promise you, feel me? I'm gonna still be that guy. All right, but it's like I'm just trying to help y'all out, man, because I feel like y'all be wasting y'all time when y'all just be. Hey, bro, what about? It's like, I'm trying to help you. I want to help you, but it's like, that just ain't my energy. That's all. That's like, TaNeisha, imagine like if somebody told you ain't look good, right? And you just like, hey, you see me, you be like, bro, you already say you don't like you, though. Bro, you already say you don't like it. It's like, God, dog, but what you like, man? If you don't go somewhere, somebody like you, bro, go. They over there, they think you hot. They like your mindset. They talk like how you talk.
Go where
it is free.
Go over there.
It's free. It's free 99. It's a whole gang of them people over there, man. Y'all can all be negative together, have a whole negative pep rally. I'm telling you, y'all can have a negative sleepover. Y'all can all get your negative jerseys, lock in together, negative Steelers fans together. Look, man, I'm all for it. I am. I'm just like, bro, but why y'all keep bringing it to me? What do I got? Y'all not about to change my mind, and I've already said I don't want to change your mind. I don't. That's not what I'm trying to do. So it's like, I don't know. I really don't. I just be geeking though, because TaNeisha, I'll be They be like, yo, this why such this why that. I be like, cool. All right, so why you here? Most you're gonna be like, cool. Why'd you feel like you need to tell me that? But most I just want to let you know. Cool. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Blame it on the late night. All right. I would say blame it on the alcohol, but I just been drinking water. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all be killing me. I really be weak and sad. That's why I started just liking every comment. I'm gonna tell you now, it's not gonna stop, okay? Because everybody ain't gonna be on this live. Everybody ain't gonna catch this. But for y'all know it, all right?
I always say the same thing. Like, who I am is not going to change no matter whose opinion has anything. I don't even care. I am an acquired taste,
man.
okay? And if you don't like this, you got to get some taste, baby, because this is where it's at. I can tell you that right now. So if you don't like it, that's cool. I'm not made for everybody.
My head didn't get hot.
Yeah, my mindset's not made for everybody. The way that I see things is not made for everybody. I'm not made for everybody. And I'm okay with that. I don't need to be for everybody. I'm okay with that. So I am just going to be like, this is just like what we're doing. Yeah. Like, and and that's what I always say too. I appreciate the fact that you're that passionate. I just regulate my emotions differently. Just regulate my emotions differently. I'm never going to be anywhere that takes me out of that character. I'm just not going to do it. So. Yeah.
So that's my thing. I'm with you. I'm just like, yo, man. And shout out to the ones that I guess y'all are fighting the good fight for the negative side. I mean, maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I wish somebody. Yeah, I'll keep asking. I'll keep fighting. I'm just asking the question.
And TaNeisha, and it's the other part. And it's the other part. Is just like certain things. Like, you know, you said like, yo, you're not for everybody. I personally don't want to be for everybody. I think that's what makes me unique. It's like, yo, I like when people are like, yo, most you only gonna see you like, you're damn right. So stay away. You're not like that.
Don't come around Moats. He's going to be very positive.
Like, I'm gonna annoy the hell out of you with my positivity. I promise you, y'all don't want to. He's gonna always talk the organization up. He always sees the glass up. You're damn right. So just leave. You dig me? Just leave. It's easier. Or you won't be as annoying.
But you know what it is though. Like, and this is like. I'm just gonna say it because this is very. Wait, I can't say that.
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm not supposed to be laughing. I'm supposed to be like, or like, because I'm having like a moment. It is like a moment, but it's like I just be laughing because it'd be so funny. It's funny.
But because happiness and positivity is gravity. That's what brings people out. Is the positivity.
No. People like toxic, I thought, man.
The positivity is what brings people because people want to break that. Because that is seen as something that is hard to attain. And so that's why for me, like I'm actually honored. And I've told you this offline. I am honored when somebody feels the need to bring the opposite energy of me, because that lets me know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And that's the beauty of it. And that's why I always say you can't troll a troller. You can't troll me because I already see it coming. And so for me, it's like whenever anybody meets me with like the opposite energy I'm on, I'm like, oh, I already know what time this is. This is fun. Like, let me talk back. I have something I want to say.
Like I'm ready. I got your back. And TaNeisha, like the way that you be just breaking it down and making it like these are what we're experiencing our feelings wise, and now you put it into like text. Like, yo, you make it so perfect. Like, shout out to you for that. All right, shout out to you. Yeah. Say, yo, man, hey. That's just what
listen, I didn't go to school for 97 years to be dealing with people who wanted to change who I am. Okay. You know what I went through to be this way? Like I am ready made. You know how they say pressure busts pipes or makes diamonds? This is a diamond, baby. I went through a lot of stuff to get here. So I am not going to be deterred by somebody trying to knock me off of my mission. Absolutely not. So, hey,
I'm telling you,
all trolls are welcome. All opposite thoughts are welcome. All of those things, because nothing makes me happier than to know that I am going to stand in my convictions and that you aren't going to like it. And it makes you feel away, and you have to tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I like it.
And I'll leave it. And y'all already heard me on the Friday too, right? Just
tell me how you feel.
Look,
I need it.
I know I'm guaranteed to have one view, and as long as I got my one view, which is my little guy, that's all the hell I need anyway. So
well, the good news though is you'll have two because I'll be in there.
Because I get it. I do understand. Like a lot of people be feeling like, bro, look, man, if you get more views, that means you're more successful. That means I guess you're right. And it's like, bro, if that's the vibe, cool. I'm wrong. I will be in my own little wrong bubble. It's a big wrong bubble. It's TaNeisha. It's wild. It's a wild bubble. All right, the bubble is wild. All right, but I'm with you. All right, I'm gonna just take my one in-house view. You said you could watch. I got 2 views, and my pop and my little brother. Shout out to my little brother Kelvin. All right, Camo kid. All right, I got a 4-piece. Okay, every once in a while, auntie when she got free time, when she ain't singing, she'll tap in. You'll be like, I got a couple of the homies. They coach when they ain't coaching it. So it's like, cool. I know I got a couple people to watch it. So it's like, yo, we're gonna be all right.
Well, and I know we have some other views too, because my Arch Manning comments, a lot of people were kind of like,
oh, they was getting on you.
They were like, girl, is that what we're doing? And I was like, you guys, like you didn't watch the whole thing. Like, come on, you gotta stay focused. So yeah, I mean, it is like,
I said. Yeah. You got to get around people that you just feel good around. And that's why I'm like, man, that's the beauty of this world. And that's the beauty of the internet, man. It is so many people that are like-minded that you can find your own space. It's billions of people on this earth. We ain't all ever going to agree. I don't want us to all agree personally, man. Nope. I think that's what makes us unique and us beautiful. So if you're pro us, be pro us. If you're opposition to us and you tune in just to be op, cool, man. Enjoy the view. Hit the like button, subscribe, not just on my channel. Really follow as well, because
please leave a comment.
You know I'm gonna like it. Scout's honor. No, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, because y'all on the live, so y'all can, Hannibal be seeing me, Rod Dollar be seeing me when I be going through liking the comments. All right, I'm just let y'all know. The only comment that I'm not allowed to like is anything racist, right? If it's hate speech, I can't do that, right? So I'll take them off. But anything else that's like, yo, y'all get it off how y'all want to get off, man.
Sorry,
I can't
have personally to say this.
Okay. Yeah.
Or anything inappropriate.
Yes.
Cannot be like.
Yes. We can't like hate speech or inappropriate stuff. But it's like, man, when y'all like, I feel like I've confused people at times, because it's like they be feeling like, yo, if it's against the organization, that is gonna like make us feel like, yo, we upset with you. And it's like, no,
we're not.
If that's how you feel, like, voice your opinion.
Yeah.
We just don't want you to feel like, yo,
you're gonna change mine.
Like, you're not gonna change us, but we're not trying to change you either. All right. Exactly. So it's like, yo, if you want positivity, you know where to find it, baby. Same with Martin Scorsese, right? When you want that gangster film, you know where to find. You dig me? If you want that other stuff, go over there. But if you want, you know what this what we cooking up over on this block. All right. You either like this dope or you don't. Go over there if you don't want it. All right. But this all we cook over here. All right. We ain't trying to do all that other stuff. That ain't what we on. All right. I don't want to win the internet today. I don't want to win social media. Heck, if I want to do that, I'll drop a bag ban and go ahead and pay for bots. All right. If we really want to do it that bad, if I really want to prove a point, we ain't on any of that. Okay. Let us live. Okay. We just vibing out. A couple positive people doing some positive days over here. All right. That's all. A couple positive people doing some positive days. So for all the positive people out here that do like the positive that we be pushing, they say pushing P. That's positivity, baby. You know that. If you dig that, like, subscribe, and keep it jiving with us. All right. That's what we on.
What did you just say? Pushing the what?
I was trying. I ain't want to get in trouble. All right. Because in my mind something else was, and I was like, you know what? Nope. I'm gonna just let me and then yep. So it happened. It happens. All right. It happens. I'm in my look. When I get excited, when I get happy, you see the hat came off. I got my home. I had tie-dye. Yes, I got Home Alone on today. TaNeisha is one of my favorite Christmas movies. All right, Home Alone. Okay, I'm on one. I'm feeling good. I'm sorry.
You know what? Hey, listen. No, I'm not gonna make it better.
I be trying. I try not to treat the opposition like how when I was growing up, because I'm a PK. All right, I don't know if you know, TaNeisha. Mommy and Daddy was preachers when I was growing up. They used to tell us, you got to get the devil under your feet. So when I be hearing these oppositions, when y'all be talking so spicy about me, when y'all talk spicy about the homies, Coach T, and the guys, I'm like, under my feet, Satan, I rebuke thee.
Oh my gosh. You know what? You got this one, okay? Because there's nothing I can say that is going to make this better or to keep it to where people are, what does it say? Keep it to where the people can get it. So
you're right.
Anything I say, you know what I mean? So yes, and I agree with you. And shout out to you for that. And also, I need Rod. I need to check in. I need to know how you're doing. So if you could just
shout out to the homie Rod Dollar. What Rod Dollar?
Yeah, give
life
me a
alert.
check-in.
Life alert.
Yeah, like we need a life alert. We need an update. So whatever you want to share. Whatever you don't want to share, don't share it.
It's Ravens week, Rod. How you feeling, Ravens week? Talk to us.
Update from you in the chat. So that would be great. But there's a couple of things that were said that I honestly can't respond to because, my positionality doesn't allow me to, because then whenever I'm saying, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, she said. But I heard what you said. And I
love that. We just here. All right, team. Team. Go team go. Okay. Go team go.
Team. Yeah. Team, tag team.
This is what happens when y'all get Moats in prime time and I'm on one, okay? I've been trying to be like, y'all catch me during the daytime. I'm more like reserved. I'm more professional. I'm more like, all right, guys, I'm in mode. It's late night. I'm on the kickback. Yeah. I'm at the crib. I told you how I feel. I'd be like, look, I ain't got to keep walking around acting like my head down for what? Because y'all want to be like that? More space for the fun, guys. Holla at your boy. Come on, man. All right.
Thank you, Rod, for your comment. I see them. Thank you.
My bad. I was looking at the super. I was about to pull that up.
No,
shout out to the homie. Go team, go. I see you, Rod. Major love. Always good to have you in the building too, Cheryl. You know what time we on. But let me knock these two supers out real quick. My bad.
I don't know if they know what you're on. I don't know.
Look, we're going to be on positivity until the end of time. Okay. And look, they probably be looking at me shocked if I came up here on anything other than this, because this is how I am. Literally, when they say, man, he's like this on camera, then I met him in person, he was totally different. Nobody say that. They be like, yo,
that's true.
He's like that all the time.
That's what I was going. Remember that, but that's what I'm going to do. Remember, I'm going. Yeah. Well, let me say the truth. But I have to say it to your face. So I need to be on a live telling you how it was. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be somewhere else, because then you'll get a clip and I need you to hear what I have to say. So yeah, I'll do that. Don't worry.
It is.
I got you. You don't have to worry about it.
All right, so let's knock out these final couple supers real quick, okay? Xavier TG, shout out to the homie Xavier. And I see the beard coming in too, but I thought you was Patrick Queen for a second. I was like, PQ, ooh. You want to fire, man. They don't be like you too much. I like you, PQ, but they don't like you. All right? But Xavier,
I kind of like beards. Where?
Don't gas Xavier TG yet, because then he gonna be coming in. He gonna take a zoomed in picture on his beard. We ain't got time for none of that. We ain't got time for none of that. Can we make that bigger? Don't start no trouble in this comment section over here today, okay? So with that, Xavier says Ravens fitting to run that Bills play 30 more times. Honestly, if they're smart, that's what they should do, right? Mm-hmm. TaNeisha, we talk about it every week, right? We say, hey, man, this opposing team, Chicago Bears, they're without their starting linebackers. We don't attack it, right? It's like, why not? They going, man. And if you are going to attack it, don't attack it just once. Attack it over and over and over and over, right? We talked about the Bills and their tackles, right? Oh, man, well, why we ain't attack it over and over? And it's like, all right. So if you're the Ravens, we've seen everybody say their coaching staff is better. They're smarter. They're more advanced. Their players are better. That's what they say. That's not how I feel, but that's what they say. So I'm with you. If that is the mindset, they should run the heck out of that play. I anticipate seeing that play for the first time they get the ball on offense. They should run that play. If not, what are you doing?
That is what you're supposed to do. That's literally what they're supposed to do. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Then we got the homie Dougie Fresh. Shout out to Dougie, every fresh. Oh, come on, Dougie. One time for the coach, if you know. I'm sorry. I'm back. Like I said, I'm back feeling excited, feeling happy. And when I get to feel like this, it just feels good. All right. I was trying to do the whole doom and gloom, TaNeisha. No, it ain't my style. I'm just sorry. It ain't my style. This is me. Okay. So Dougie Fresh, shout out to you for the super. We appreciate you, Dougie.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I'm happy. I'm happy, okay? I'm a happy competitor. I like to smile and laugh in the face of adversity. You thought I was playing when I said that. I meant that. Like, when it gets super weird, when all the chips start to look like they're stacked against us, when everybody starts to make them business decisions and do what's best for me, right? They're like, hey, look, man, let me get up out of this scenario, right? I'm a Steelers fan, but I ain't that tired. No. I don't support this team. No, I ain't supporting that coach. I ain't supporting. It's like, cool, that's fine. I ain't got no shit with none of that, baby. That's just not how I rock. This is how I rock. When it gets like that, I lean in more. When people start to cut and run and they minimize their role, I lean into it harder and say, yo, what can I be doing to make it better, baby? Or how can I enjoy myself a little bit more? All right. But that's my mindset. So here we are. Shout out to Dougie Fresh, though. Shout out to Dougie. So this is who I am. All right, TaNeisha, shout out. So that's why you ain't gonna see the black hoodie no more either. Okay. I said to let you know again.
You don't owe me, like, listen.
I owe you an explanation for what happened, right?
No. Absolutely not. No, that's what we're not gonna do.
I should give you an explanation for everything.
Absolutely not. No. No, an explanation. No.
Let me stay focused before I get it your mind. Okay. Anywho, thank you for standing behind our team. Sometimes it isn't pretty, but I want to see them bounce back, not lose their jobs. I've had to fight through shit in my life, so I believe they can too. Shout out to you, Dougie Fresh. I even had to read the curse word because I felt that from your heart, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. And as a person that's also had to overcome adversity in his life to, get to where I am, it's like, man, anybody that has ever put their hand in any type of power, whether you've been an individual, whether it's been as a family, whether it's been with a coworker, military, anything, it's like, bro, I got a certain level of respect for you because it is so easy to cut and run. It is so easy to quit. It is so easy to complain, to whine, to wallow in it. It's so easy to do that. But the hardest thing at times is to look it right in the face and say, bro, I'm not walking away from this. I'm not stopping this just because it doesn't make sense to you. It's not convenient to you. Doesn't mean that that's going to make me just, I got to go home. No. So the fact that Dougie Fresh also has a similar mindset, man, I lean into Dougie. So shout out to you, Dougie Fresh. From the heart. We do appreciate you, baby. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, yeah. Man.
And good for I like that right there.
Good for you. Yeah, man. Keep it going, baby. Heck yeah, keep it going, man. Let's go.
I like it.
I like it. All right, TaNeisha, what you got for me on the back end of this thing, man? Because I don't want to get in no trouble. All right, I feel like when I talk too much, I'm gonna just talk less into some stuff. They be like, bro, he didn't talk this into some positive beef. I don't even know how you get positive beef, but he got positive. Anybody that's nigga, he's spitting positivity at their head top. Like, oh, you don't think? Boy, watch me kill you with this positivity. Did I tell you look good today, Big Noriega? Did I tell you how I like your emoji? Did I tell you your stogie look like it's the best Cuban stogie I've ever seen? What? Don't play with me, man. God. Well, I hope you have a great day today. How about that? I hope your weekend is immaculate. Stop playing with me, man. What?
Well, since we're on the note of positivity, I think I'll end with I did something this week that completely stepped outside of my comfort zone, that completely challenged me, that completely made me feel inadequate, that completely made me feel like I didn't belong and I was out of my league and all of those things. But I still did it and I finished the thing. And because I have people like Moats and people that are around me that I have decided to surround myself with that are like, keep going, do the thing. The challenge that you feel, the struggle that you feel, the hardness that you feel that you're kind of like, should I do it? Should I not? When your heart is racing and all those things, like just do the thing. And so I just wanted to share that I just did the thing. And because I just did the thing, I live by that. And I don't just say it. I don't just expect it at the Steelers. I don't just maintain who I am for the Steelers. I'm like that as a human. And I think that's the fun part is when you get to sit up here and you get to just be you. And so I appreciate that I get to do that every week. And I get to bring myself and my perspective and what I think and what I feel. And I never have to get out of character. And I never have to dig deep. And I never have to really, all those things because like, this is just who I am. And I'm happy that I get to show my face, be present and be in the moment. And I love that people react to me positively, negatively, all of it. I love it. And so I like where I'm at, and I have you to thank for that. And that is how I'm looking at the Steelers, is the same way. Is like, I expect them to show up and I expect them to do what they're supposed to do because it is their job, and I'm going to hold them to that. And then that's just how I feel. And so I'm just excited too that you're loosening it up as well, and you're having a good time, and you're laughing, and you're in the comment section, and you're saying things, and you are you, and nobody's ever going to take that from you no matter what they say. So I appreciate that.
Shout out to you, TaNeisha. All right. You already know how I feel about you. I'll be your cheerleader. I'll be like, keep going. All right. Keep going. I don't care what they say. Keep going. All right. Straight like that. All right. Straight like that. And that's just who I am, man. And like I said, it won't just me, it's we. You dig me? You bring it out of me. All right. So that's what we doing. That's why we having so much fun, that in terms of the amount of fun that we have when we do this, right?
Yeah.
Said, man, this is a game we're talking about, football, and it's a game that has changed a lot of our lives. I know for me specifically, it has done wonders, but it's also changed our lives in the sense of, think about the relationships it has created, right? People that would have never interacted before, but because of a game that we all have passions about, that's what we get up here for hours upon hours throughout the week, and we talk and we have fun, and y'all got the comments, because all of us are doing what? We're all just fans of the game of football, man. So I don't want to ever lose sight of that fun that brought me to football. And I try to make sure that that's what you see, just busting out every day. All right. So shout out to us, shout out to you. And I said it just like that on purpose too. All right. Because I know how the people like it. All right. They like it nice and messy. So it's busting out on everybody. All right. Take some fun. You take some fun. You take something. Hey, hit the Dougie one time on the fun. Hey. Everybody get a little fun tonight. All right. But that's how it is. Okay. So hopefully y'all enjoyed tonight's positivity. Hopefully y'all did. Okay. I did. Hopefully y'all did as well.
I did.
Shout out to
y'all. Great for me.
Shout out to everybody that was here tonight. I promise, man. It's all love. I love everybody. I'm a happy person. All right. Happy people. That's what we are. Okay. So TaNeisha, appreciate you as always. All right. Good luck this weekend. We need Texas in that college football playoffs. Fingers crossed. We'll see
what happens. So I can collectively lose my crap. That's what we're waiting for. That is what we're waiting for. So just like you're waiting for that win for Tomlin, So we'll see.
So there it is. But we truly do appreciate.
By the time we record again, we'll know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. For sure, we will know. Yeah. Hopefully, they did a double. It could be double bad. Hey, we don't want double bad.
It could be just a bad. You're gonna get a lot of. Well, that's cute. I don't care. Let me tell you, I don't care about your thoughts.
I don't really know. Let's say the double back could be rough. Okay, come on, Texas. Hold it down, Texas. All right.
I don't care.
Let's go,
Texas. All of this is stupid.
Let's go, Texas.
Football's not fun. Like we're going in the opposite direction.
Yep.
Oh man. Anyway.
So shout out to Texas, man. But like I said, we do truly appreciate everybody that did tap in tonight. If y'all did enjoy, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Also go to @reallyflawedfootball, like her channel, subscribe on her channel, man. Join her membership as well. Y'all stay safe out there. And until next time, baby. Peace.
Bye.